What's good? What's good? Let me check my mic real quick. Hold up. All right, got it. Hey, your sunshine, you are in here first and ready to go. What's up, Stacy? Hey, well, okay. I hate how this thing resets. Like when I write to somebody like Tracy or your sunshine or whoever, hate it when that resets. So if you came in here and then StreamYard took your comment down, my bad. What's up, R and Y? How you doing? Okay. Well, YouTube streets, I don't know if YouTube streets are streeting. I don't know if y'all think the YouTube streets are not streeting, but I saw a few things. For my members only live, we brought up a few things and whatnot, and I said I would break them down after I figure out what the crazy shit is going on. It's crazy. You said, oh, okay. All right, Stacey, you guys are saying what's up to each other. I don't want to miss any comment. You said you'll be right back. All right, Stacey, we'll be here when you get back, okay? Anyway, I know I listed, the Janet New Era, Christa, then SourPatch, Ken, and Rick Reed, but I want to skip over the whole play first. We'll talk about that later if you want to. It's all good. But let's see. Ken or SourPatch? Okay. All right. So let me start off with Ken real quick, just so a few more of y'all get in because I want to see if y'all saw the whole Sour Patch thing, and I think you'll be in here today, Sour Patch. So if there's anything that I say wrong, incorrect, something you didn't like, something I saw wrong, just let me know. Anyway, all right. So we all know what's going on with Ken, right? I don't need to. What's up, Callie? I appreciate you being in here, Callie's die. So basically, like we've heard the Ken thing. You all are gonna be pissed off if I sit here and I'm like, oh, okay. Someone went to the house from Denver, ran up on the mom, recorded the mom, but then Kiki and Octavius worked together to try to get the information through a private investigator. Whoop de whoop, right? Nobody wants to hear that. So, but I do want to know what Ken is going to do in the future, right? So the reason why I asked that is many, many times or many moons ago, I was on here and I said, hey, I'm going to bring up some stuff that hopefully we'll hear the content on a little bit later. You said you have a signing. Oh, okay. You have a signing in 20 minutes, but I didn't want to miss no mess. No, you're not going to miss no mess. You're good. I'm sure that you got a long contract with a lot of fine print. So your sunshine, I appreciate you being here and listening with one ear, but hey, we're all here trying to run plays of the beef sector like it did in Mo 3. Where's the growth? Well, you know what? New era. I didn't run plays. It's funny that you think I ran plays because I didn't run plays. But anyway, like how many times do I have to tell you, New Era, that I tell people when I'm trolling them, I tell people when I'm running a play. I guess they just don't believe it. What's up, Sparkles? I guess they don't believe it because I come out and say it, and I don't care what people think. But anyway, thanks for your comment. Your click and view is appreciated. If you hit the like button, that'd be even greater. But anyway. All right, so the Ken situation, as I said, we're going to just rummage over it real quick. Now, okay, so he was talking about cases. He's not going to do cases. He went on his own live and he said he might interview with YTC or Yaya, which is great. But as I said, like, screw what happened already that we already know. I want to see what people think is justified in his next move. What up, Queen of Hearts? Hey, New Era, if I ran a play, can you tell me which one I ran? I would be very interested to know what play I ran, New Era. So anyway, and I would tell you, why would I hide if I ran a play? I don't give a damn what you think. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Envy was in the Mo 3 sector and ran a play. And it's easier to say, okay, you're right. But I want you to just point one out. Yeah, which one? Yeah, Callie. That's what I'm talking about. I know you say, yeah, which one? Because there's a lot of plays or whatever. I might have been around a play, but I've never masterminded a play. You know what I'm saying? Because as I said, I'm one of the only ones that'll tell you that I'm running a play or trolling you or trying to get over on you, whatever. Look at my last video upload. I showed you that I called for the trolls. I believe it was with Noble when he was doing shake and bake. He was cooking with shake and bake, and we were talking about his dirty clothes. But anyway, you said stay focused, sir. Wondering with my name in the title, with your woman. What woman? Let's see. What woman are you talking about? You talking about Christa? You talking about you talking about Janet, Christa? That's the only thing that your name's in the title for, my guy. And I don't know what this T Duck thing is. You're going to be New Era King today. But anyway, so what's up, Yvonne? Appreciate you being here. Um, anyway, so the Ken thing, right? We're going to close that out. I want to see what he does. I believe I just looked on his community wall and he has a letter that was sent out for the protection order. And, you know, whatever the letter was sent out for the protection order, it'd be very, very interesting to see if that went through. It looks kind of crazy to me because it was some online harassment type situation. Sounds like, it was over. I don't know. It sounds like it was like exaggerated, I guess is a good way to say it. But anyway, Ken, we want to see what you do in the future. But anyway, we're going to move right past that because that's not a huge talking point, and I didn't even put it in the title. But anyway, okay. So I don't know how many people saw SourPatch on VIX. I have no idea. I don't know how I saw it because it was early in the morning. And the last time SourPatch did this happened when you went on a panel, that's where the Mike's Hard Lemonade came from, right? Because you said you were drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade when you apparently crashed out over at YTC's. And SourPatch, I was like, okay, hey, it's just a little crash out, no big deal. You're going to get past it, whatever. And then I was like, okay, Vic is on a campaign. Vic is on a campaign to go after Lemon and let's see, who else is he going after? We'll just say Lemon, okay, or Audio. Yeah, he's going after Lemon and Audio. So SourPatch, that's kind of like the last place I thought I would see you at a spot like that. I want to make sure, hold on, let me make sure I drop the link so I don't forget to do it later. All right, let me pin it real quick. Just so I literally don't want to forget to do it later. I hate to do that shit. Hold up. Pin message. Okay. All right, so SourPatch, I thought that your last internet crash out or whatever was going to be at YTC's. But as I said, I was pretty shocked to see you at VIX at all. But I'm not saying that, I'm not suggesting that people can't go where they want. They can't do what they want. That's always a thing around here. But it's just kind of the last place I expected you to see because, Vic was doing his whole presentation that takes about 9 hours with 30 minutes of commentary on his situation with Lemon and Audio. But anyway, that's not even the important part, right? So I don't know, the people who haven't seen it, I don't even know if you'll believe me, to be honest with you, but you went into cussing everybody out, right? Anybody that came to your mind, you dirty ass, Bigfoot, your drags or whatever. Then you go into Spanish and then it's crazy. So I was like, hold on a second. I'm like, is she tired? Is she drunk? Who's she pissed off about? Who did what to her? I'm like, wow, SourPatch, are you okay? But apparently you weren't, okay, because you went into being really, really, really angry and pissed off at the world into some kind of sexual expose. I was like, what? I was literally expecting you to cuss and then, be drunk enough you said, I don't want to see it. Oh, don't worry, Yvonne. I am not going to. The last thing I'm going to do is sit here and play SourPatch's video because Vic had to edit it out because it was like an OnlyFans situation. I don't know if you know that, Yvonne, but that's what it turned into. Cussing out into, I don't know. All of a sudden she was, I guess you would say, pleasuring herself. Is that the best way to say it? I mean, or totally faking. Well, I mean, not when she pulled her itty bitties out, but at the beginning, I was like devastated because she was like moaning and talking about give it to me and show me how to do it, and all of a sudden, like, I don't know, as I said, I don't know if she pretended, or I don't know if it really happened, but she happened to, how do I say this, YouTube friendly, she happened to finish. Okay, just had me, in that activity what you happen to finish means, right? And it was all played out. But then I was like, okay, wow, she's back for round two because now she's pulling out the itty bitties. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, what the hell is going on over here? I'm like, Sour Patch, no, what's up, Ladon? How you doing? No, I'm not, Callie. I am not lying. I thought I was lying to myself when I heard and saw the situation. I was like, Vic, turn your. I wasn't typing in the chat, but I was looking like, damn. Yes, your sunshine. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah, when she did that, she pulled out the itty bitties, and then she was like, "Oh, how do I look? This and that and this." And Vic kept it rolling because he was instigating it. Hey, Sarpat, show us what you think of me. Us, show us what you were doing. This, that. I'm like, Vic, the goddamn camera is on, bruh. You said, landlord, I want my money. How much money does landlord owe you, Ladon? Or did you guys make a bet? Landlord was there, right? Landlord was there, helping Vic instigate her taking her clothes off and whatnot, right? I believe so. But anyway, what's up, Dee Dee? How you doing? Oh my God, Dee Dee. You sent me the best assortment I've literally ever seen in my life. Literally. I'm not building that up. I'm not over talking it at all whatsoever. But yes, you sent me like the dream pack. I was opening this shit. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, wow. Shout out to Dee Dee. I'm like, damn. Cookies and backpack boys and all kinds of shit. Absolutely, Dee Dee. The little free gifts and stuff that I can't wait. Okay. But anyway, back to Sour Patch. I'm not making you much content or whatever the case may be. I just think that it was so early in the morning or late at night, whatever way you look at it based on your schedule, that this happened. And I wanted to see what other people's reaction was going to be. What's up, Barn Dog? And what's up, Miss Senator? Thank you for coming in. I am going to try to entertain y'all. What'd you say? The 75 Christa sent him? Oh. That's still up for debate, Ladon. Like, I keep saying it over and over again that Christa did send him $75. Then I believe like there was some kind of $25 alleged payment for towels, extra towels and soap or whatever. But I think we're past that story. But I allegedly that doesn't exist. Ms. Senator, thank you very much for the $4.99. I do appreciate it. Obviously, I'm doing something right because you're here and you're donating. I really appreciate it, Miss Senator. What's up, Molly? How you doing? Okay, so if people miss that, like, could somebody explain to me, like, what your take is on that? And then Sour Patch, I know, what's up, Empress Melanin? And Sour Patch, I know you're either going to drop in here in the chat or you're going to be in the clouds or something like that. I didn't take the time to like reach out and say, hey, Sour Patch, come through or whatever. Maybe I should have, but it's really not that important. Just drop in the chat if you want to, if I'm saying something wrong. Okay, so if y'all didn't see it, that's what happened. So now, I don't know if everybody in here has seen when Sour Patch went on to YTC's and had that issue with the Mike's Heart Lemonade. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But Sour Patch, I'm just putting that out for you. There's not a lot of context to, fill the story up, but I'm putting that out to you because I've heard that people want it explained. Now, obviously, you're a grown ass woman. I'm not gonna say come out here and explain yourself. Molly, you said we all saw it. Molly, you see everything. I bet you like not everybody saw it. What did you think about it, Molly? Did you think like YTC Gate 2.0, or did you think, wow, I was on TikTok? Okay, what'd you say? Lemon and Sour Patch acted like it wasn't a big deal. Oh, well, I mean, Molly, to be honest with you, that's what I would expect. You know, I mean, can they really act like it's a big deal? Because if they act like it's a big deal, then we're going to press it, right? So I don't know. It's just what part of it's not a big deal? Going over there to support Vic when he's dragging Lemon, or the whole incident of not knowing how to keep your clothes on? Okay, not quite sure. Not quite sure which one is more not big, not a big deal. I love how stupid she made Lemon look. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. You, Vic. Um, See, when you say that nobody cares or whatever the case may be, that's what I'm wondering, because nobody can convince me that it wasn't a big deal. Nobody cares, because I've heard over and over and over again that that's not the case. Would you say, Gemini? I don't think it's a big deal to SourPatch. She doesn't care. Gemini, right? I don't, like, honestly, I'm not sitting here thinking, what's up, Buddha Bell? I'm not sitting here thinking, oh my God, it's the worst thing in the world. Like, come on. We've all done the most. We've all, well, not all of us, but we've all seen crash outs. We've all like seen the situation or whatever. And that's not going to be the worst that ever happened. And it sure is not going to be the worst in the future. But anyway, Molly, I'm glad that you saw it. But anyway, as I said, if SourPatch wants to give a little bit of insight, whether it mattered or not, so be it. But shout out to you, SourPatch, if you were having a good time and it didn't mean nothing. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to be one to sit here and complain. I'm not going to sit here and complain about, a woman showing her goods. Let you say good evening. What am I trolling today? Honestly, Stefan, today is a troll's day off. I'm really not trolling anything. I just saw a few things that I wanted to go over. I am going to talk about Rick Reed next, so I'm glad that you're here, because you might be able to give me some insight. It's nothing against you, it's nothing against him, but Stefan, if I was trolling, I would definitely tell you. With the trip to Seattle and all that other stuff, I got plenty to troll, but it's not interesting enough for me to go over, just because, your problems are your problems, and shock him and Rick Reed. But I'm actually going to talk about that next. I think the only reason it been a big deal is because of her being Lemon's mod. Right. Well, managing mod. I think that, it. Listen, I don't think that they blew it off. Maybe they talked about it. Maybe they decided that it wasn't a big deal and then came out and talked about, it publicly. Not quite sure. But anyway, what'd you say? It ain't interesting to me either. I don't think that it's interesting to you either, Stefan. Honestly, I don't. The reason why I say that is because I could tell. I mean, especially you were cammed up. I could tell that you weren't bothered. I mean, I'm just being fair. I'm being honest. I could literally tell you're like, you know what? Hey, I'm grown. I made the damn trip. If I want to go hang out with my college friends or whatever, it's no big deal to me. Or I could take the flight credits. As I said, Stefan, I could tell the difference between, something bothering somebody or not. So now you definitely know I'm not trolling, because I'm definitely admitting with you that it didn't matter. Would you say I don't think Vic and Landlord expected her to actually do it? I didn't expect her to actually do it, Molly. When they were saying it, I was like, what the hell? And Landlord was like, yeah, baby. You know how he gets, yeah, we're going to push this, baby. We're going to push this to the end. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then Vic, Vic's so slow to think, all right, yeah, y'all, all right. Snowflake, shut up. Snowflake, shut up. You know how he does. So I don't know if he quoted a Bible verse or talked about the WWE or anything else like that. But yeah, to be honest with you, Molly, I was enjoying the instigating part of it. I didn't even want to respond to fake BS. I know, Stefan, one of the good things that you said, honestly, was you saying, you know what, I'm only going to address this once, kind of like a one and done situation. Basically recognizing the issue at hand, but then saying, you know what, after this, I'm over it. But you know how it is. You know how it is, Stefan. A lot of times we have to respond, even if it's once, to let people know that, to let people know it's not bothering you. Even though we could sit and say, hey, if something didn't bother you, you wouldn't be speaking on it. But honestly, in your position, I would have done the same thing. Like, here's my response: A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. If that's good enough for you, great. If it's not, oh well. And I mean, as I said, I think that you had that attitude, to be honest with you. Yeah, she was extremely drunk, Stefan. Yeah, she was cussing people out that weren't there. You know, and SourPatch, I'm not dogging you out. I'm just telling people what it is because they asked the question. But yeah, she was, fuck that dirty bastard. I'm like, what the hell? She was like slurring and speaking in Spanish and English and all kind of other shit, Portuguese, Japanese. I don't know. Like, she was all over the place. But I honestly, that's what was strange to me, Stefan, because from that, all of a sudden, it didn't take any time for her to switch over into let me take my clothes off and shit. So, you know, that got very interesting. I didn't hear all that. Okay, Gemini. Yeah, see, I mean, some of the stories are the story, Miss Senator. Some of the stories are the stories, but you know, a lot of times the details are left out. And as I said, like, if I do a show at 5 o'clock, there's a purpose, because I want to ask questions and try to push the content to see what happens at night. You know, because I know nobody would bring up stuff that's uncomfortable to talk about unless it was, you know, kind of alley-ooped or brought up for the people to see, you know, how they react to it before the night show and whatnot. Would you say, LaDon, even if we beef, I gave my word a lot, wasn't heard though. To be honest with you, LaDon, I tried not to hear the shit. But anyway, let's, you know, there's not much to talk about with that. Oh, you said she's still an embarrassing little slut. I forgot that you and you, Buddha Bell, and her don't get along. Like, honestly, I can't keep it straight on a daily basis, nor do I have any interest in doing so. But Buddha Bell, I don't listen. Maybe she doesn't care at all whatsoever, but if she does care, it definitely fueled the narrative of her being drunk and all that other stuff. But guess what? I get drunk, you get drunk, everybody gets drunk. That's not the issue. It was just shocking what happened. And I mean, content creators will also tell you all the time, it doesn't matter where you go, it's all good as long as you don't talk about me. We care. We care. I'm just telling you, we definitely care, but we'll pretend like we're not. Like, if my managing mob was over at a channel where I'm getting drugged and then decides to put on a sex show or whatnot, I would care. But anyway, there's not much to talk about. Like, as I said, with that situation, you said all I'll say is she had a good time and not one man disrespected her. She didn't get disrespected at all whatsoever, LaDon, at all. It took on the, you know, the theme of, you know, will you do this? Let's push this envelope, whatever, right? So yeah, as I said, it wasn't like it. Nobody was saying, "Yeah, bitch, take off your clothes." Like, nah, it definitely wasn't disrespectful at all. I just wanted to bring it up to see, you know, what her reaction would be. I don't know if her agreement is to never talk about it again, but you know me, I'm gonna see if she will. Anyway, so let's talk about Rick Reed a little bit, okay? Because there's a lot. There's a lot there. And one of the things that he did say was that, you know, people are taking notes and they'll say, hey, Rick Reed did this, Rick Reed did that, Rick Reed did this, Rick Reed did that. Well, guess what? I'm going to admit I took notes. I watched the whole live and I took notes, okay? Because basically I did see Shakim and Stefan talk at Shish Trish's. I believe that's the first time that Stefan and Shakim like met up on the same platform. But it was a very interesting conversation because Shakim was rightfully upset with, you know, some of the things that he heard on other platforms. Like his claim at that point was that Stefan was doing a media tour tour to say that, people didn't buy their tickets, people don't have their shit together, that, Nescation is going to be a flop because it's unorganized, this and that. I'm not saying that Stefan exactly said this because I haven't heard it with my own two ears. I'm only saying what was alleged at Shish Trish's when they met each other on the platform, which was kind of interesting. I sat back and I watched it. Now I know Shock M was like, "Hey, Stefan, say it to my face. Whatever you had to say it to my face now, right?" What'd you say? Are you gonna do his voice? I can't. I can't. I try to do that stuff, like imitate or whatever, to make it funny, but yeah, I don't have that. I don't have that skill. Hey, what's up? Oh, watching from the clouds. You always drop down to say what's up. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to the clouds up there. Tell everybody I said what's up. Hey, the like button works in the clouds and the bushes, so if you can hit it, I'd really appreciate it. What'd you say? They call him Billy Goat, but he mad over a damn ticket. Well, uh I think he's mad over the ticket, honestly. Stefan, I think he's mad over the ticket because that's what the narrative was last time, right? That he bought a one-way ticket to Vegas and that he had to get on and, allegedly beg his supporters to get back home. So honestly, I think the whole ticket thing hits a little bit harder than, something simple like being called Billy Goat. That's like me getting mad about being called Peter Griffin. That doesn't hit the same way as something that I've gotten drugged before or a situation I've been involved in the past. So Rick Reed shocked the shit out of me, right? The reason why he did is because I'm used to Rick Reed, dragging and gagging, on the facts of your life, as he says or whatever. But now he actually put out a challenge to shock him. I was like, wow. So his challenge to shock him, it's the same shit this time. Yeah, I heard because basically Steph and you and Shock him basically merged over here from the Umar sector, and I believe you guys made up, didn't make up. But I will tell you, the part that I was a little bit confused by with what Rick Reed said. And if you want to say anything, about it, the links down there. But anyway, I was surprised that Rick Reed challenged Shock him to a fair one in Detroit. I believe he said that he can be there next Saturday. Okay. So next Saturday, Rick Reed could be in Detroit to see Shock him in person. Now, I don't know if Shock him's aware of that, but I didn't think that things were, I didn't think that things went that far. But as I said, one of the reasons, one of the reasons why I do a show at 5 o'clock, honestly, is so I can gather information during the day and we can see if it comes to light at night. I know Rick Reed watches me. What's up, Rick Reed? And Stefan's obviously right here, and I'm sure Shock him will be around if he catches the live or the replay. But yeah, I want to know about that. So cool. We don't have to, sit here and beat it to death, but yes, that's one of my main things I'm gonna put on the community wall. Like, is Rick Reed really gonna go see Shock him in Detroit? And shit, if you say it's next Saturday, we'll count down the days. But I don't know that I wouldn't imagine that Shock him agreed to something like that. So maybe it's in your head as of right now. Not quite sure. But Stefan, I was surprised Rick Reed was kind of speaking on your behalf. You said, I'll go and support Rick in the crowd in D-Town. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will, Stefan. That'll never happen. The whole pull-ups and all that other shit, you know how it is. They're all pump fakes. They never happen. I'm not saying Rick is pump faking or whatever, but honestly, it would be interesting to see how Shock him responds. Shock him could ignore it. Shock him could entertain it. Shock him could talk shit about it. I don't know. We'll see, right? But anyway, yeah, I'm sure you will support Rick. But anyway, now here's what I was confused by, Stefan. You said Shock him is aware, and they kind of laughed it off. Oh, okay. Okay, so Shock him laughed it off. So I know Rick was like, hey, is this going to be like a friendly YouTube banter back and forth with gags and giggles, or do I have to fight? So if Shock him laughed it off, what'd you say? Rick told Shock him in his live. Right, I know. That's what I was saying. But then you said that they laughed it off. Like, which it can't be both. Like, So if they laughed it off, does this matter right here that Rick said it to shock him in his live? I have no idea. Would you say you said Rick is just being fair, I think, because he knows he had too much energy because I didn't drag him. I think so too, Stefan, to be honest with you. He did speak on your behalf, but then he didn't drag you or anything, but he definitely told the other side of the story to see what was up. You said, I was there. It was banter. Don't be in here lying. Libdon, stop it. I mean, to be honest with you, it didn't sound like banter because Rick Reed gave him an opportunity. Like, which one do you want to do? You want to run this fade, or do you want to run this fade, or do you want to keep it on the internet? So if they laughed it off, shout out to both of them. I'm pretty sure we probably wanted to see a fight because we like bullshit, but I'd rather them, make up or whatnot. What's up, Jessica B? Appreciate you being here, Jessica B. Hey, if you look at the last members only live, we were breaking down the play that I will talk about. I skipped over the Janet and Christa play as of right and New Era as of right this second because I just wanted to get the Ken and SourPatch thing out the way because it's not really it's not really that exciting. You do what you do, right? Stephen, I legit thought you blocked me and everyone. I didn't understand why. Oh, okay. I don't know if he blocked you. That's one of the reasons why I put your comment on the screen, because if he did, then he could see it. You said Rick said F them, all of them. Rick always says that. Rick always says that. Here, I'll play. Hold on. You guys aren't used to. Let's see. I just want to see the height difference in real life. Not really a fight. Oh wow. Now you're being funny, but you know what? The height difference, I'm not quite sure. I don't know how tall Rick Reed is, and I don't know how tall Shock M is. I know that they kind of poke at the fact that he's under 5 feet and all that other stuff, but it is what it is. Oh, I'm gonna definitely have to check it out. Oh yeah, you'll check it out. And honestly, when I was breaking down the play between just Christa and them, I don't think that people figured it out, Jessica, because it was a lot when we were watching members only live, and I said this one's gonna take me a couple days because there's a lot going on. What's up, Gip? How you doing, buddy? Appreciate you, man. As I said, Gip, we'll be doing MVcation in Atlanta from the 30th to November 2nd. So let us know when we can shoot through, and we'll grab some food at your spot. But anyway, what the hell was I saying? Oh, you said, Envy, you know what news will be coming from Janet. DRIIP never filed for divorce, has been entertaining women as a married man. Spoiler. Oh, boy. Damn, DRIIP. Now it's gone back and forth, alleged about not filing for divorce. But hang on a second. Well, when I explain the play, I want to see if you think that just Christa and just Christa and Janet were working together, because the way that it unfolded when they left Lemons and ended up at Christa's, I was like, wow, like they called each other, coordinated this whole thing. But I'll go through through a couple of the steps, and y'all could tell me what you think. You said sorry, Envy. Oh wait, you said, damn it. You said sorry, Envy, no fake boxing storyline. Oh yeah, okay. Well, yeah, Molly, that's why I skipped right over it. I literally said, is it gonna happen or isn't it gonna happen? Molly, that's why I do these shows, because hey, you know what? If we end up back here tomorrow at 5:00 and nothing happened with the content that we asked for, then we keep it moving. This is definitely a one and done. I'm not gonna go over this content ever again. Just like we already said, boom. If SourPatch doesn't care, she took off her clothes and busted a nut on Vix. So while he was dragging Lemon, great. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? If Ken, hopefully, like, he's got the open cases and whatnot, so I don't really want to, drill into that. But, just so everybody knows, like, it was kind of crazy that someone came all the way from Denver to walk up on his mom, record the whole situation, hire a private investigator, put the information out there. Like, I want to see how that unfolds. So what'd you say, Stephanie? You said, I don't turn on people over imaginary shit, Jessica. You have to do something pretty bad for me to block you. My tolerance is pretty high. Stefan's tolerance is pretty high because he's still in here, or he came back today. I didn't I didn't expect to see Stefan for quite some time. You said Lolo pop another amnesia pill. Boo, we playing dumb tonight. Hey, Molly, I was surprised that Lolo hit the panel because Lolo was on my panel during the members only live, and she says she had to go, but like when she left, she immediately hit Lemon's platform when Janet and just Christa were up there, which was part of the play. Not Lolo was part of the play, but Janet and Christa being up there at that same time, absolutely. Would you say, okay, you're debating with Stefan on why you got blocked, but you didn't get blocked. Woo child. Hey, Molly. All right, not amnesia. See, that's Molly. Molly's funny. Like Molly will be like, Lolo, look at my comment, and she definitely will bypass what she is. She'll bypass what she doesn't want to answer at all. So hopefully, Molly, you can have Lolo not have amnesia after I'm done with my live, because I really, really want answers to everything that we're asking. So anyway, especially the SourPatch thing so far. But Stefan's here to give us our answers about Rick Reed. So when I said Rick was speaking on Stefan's side, okay, that's great. But then it kind of turned a little bit when it got into Ness, right? Um, so if you know that Ness and Rick Reed's dynamic, or whatever you want to call it, it's never, well, I don't know if it's never, but it hasn't been good for some time. So in general, obviously, maybe she might say something, maybe he might say something, but she was saying, he was like, Shakim basically, Shakim basically imitates Ness, and kind of a rollout plan of like how close Shakim wants to be to Ness, and that whole narrative, which obviously they work close together, they talk behind the scenes or whatnot, so clearly they have favor for one another. So I don't know if they might pick up the same words, lingo, one-liners. I have no idea, don't really care. So I guess Rick's point was to make it worse between Ness and Shakim, because basically the trip's being spoken on, and it's turning into, as I said, Vegas Gate 2.0, because of all the little issues and whatnot. So but anyway, I think that was Rick Reed's point. Now, Stefan, here's where it turns. Since you're in here, I want to see, like, obviously you heard this, but I don't know if you grasp the concept of exactly what was going on within his conversation. But he said that you were obsessing over him, right? And he said that's why Shakim has an issue. Now, I don't know, obsession could be looked at in a lot of different ways, right? But he was definitely saying that, you favored him in a way where you wanted to be around him. You wanted to be on his panel. You wanted to be in his space in any way you possibly could. So that's when I was like, okay, hold on. So, you did say that Stefan had every right basically to be, annoyed with the trip and whatnot, and that he was doing the right thing. But then he said, then he said Stefan was obsessed. What'd you say? She kisses Ness ass for sure. Oh, Shaw kisses Ness. Honestly, to be real with you, me personally, I think everybody does. Hey, somebody might not like it. I'm sure somebody will go against it, but I honestly think when somebody's in Ness's presence, they're kissing her ass. So I don't even need to break that down. It just is what it is. I don't know how I don't know how that occurs, but it definitely is. One correction, Envy: never call the Vegas Gate 2.0. It's like, oh, okay, okay. Well, we'll do 5.6. How about that? All right. So whatever the hell it is, it's very, very interesting, but whatever. Stefan, Rick Reed said you're obsessed with him because you went to his platform. Now, I know you went to his platform to talk about, the issues at hand, but Rick said that you were obsessed with being around him, wanting to be at his channel, wanting to be on his platform, and everything else that I said. Now, I didn't quite pull that together. I didn't quite pull like I guess the purpose of that part of the conversation together, Stefan, but that's definitely what he said. Jessica, you said in the beef sector, there was James, Sean, Nika, then VS, the show. Okay. All right. Well, Jessica, I didn't know how many people went Vegas Gate or whatever. All I've heard about in the past was, yes, another Vegas trip. So that's two. But I heard about Washington D.C. Gate. That's it. So I'm a little bit behind. So Jessica, thank you so much. But anyway, okay. So Stefan, I thought that you were aware of that. So me like stating that information is new, and I'm glad I could bring something to you. You said Rick is funny. Now, Stefan, I know when somebody's joking, when somebody's not joking. I really feel like Rick felt that way, right? Let's see here. So this is when Rick is joking. Here you go.
Bitch, nobody wants y'all. So get that in your head. I would never look at y'all like that. If y'all was half hittable, it would be only in the darkness, bitch. In the darkness and secret, it'd be about this time. If I ever slid y'all raggedy ass bitches too, it'd be about this time. And y'all got to get out before the sun comes up, bitch. I don't want my neighbors or nobody seeing y'all leaving my motherfucking house, bitch. Nobody wants to be seen with y'all. Get that in your motherfucking head, bitch.
That's when I think he's joking. But let's move right along here. As I said, I don't know why you mentioned about that you and Shakim once made up when you came from the Umar sector over the beef sector. But he definitely said that, Stefan. So that's not new news. Honestly, we watch people to make up to break up all the time. Yeah, Stefan. That's the only reason I showed that, Stefan, is I wanted to show that I know when he's joking and when he's not. That's why I was saying some of that shit. Jessica, you said Rick Reed doesn't take anything seriously unless it crosses the line of his personal family. He will drag though. Absolutely. Jessica, and I think his drags are funny as hell. Like I sit and listen to it and I'm like, damn. Did he go live again? He went live. Damn. Were you there when he went live when he wasn't cammed up? So yes, he did go live again because the first live that I saw that had your name in it, he was cammed up. What's up, Petty? How you doing? Nah, Rick was very serious when he said he would smash, but didn't want to be seen with any of these folks. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I mean, I believe it definitely, but I'm basically pointing out the difference between like when somebody says something like in a funny banter and when they say something else. I was comparing that to the fact that I don't think he was joking about Detroit, and I don't think he was joking about what you call it, Stephen be obsessed with him. What'd you say? Stephen Rick was being Rick. I think Stefan feels that way too, or Stefan wouldn't put laughing emojis in there when I played this shit. What'd you say? Doesn't he sound like the dry eye guy? How y'all do it? So yeah, I used to. I used to sound like that when I sat here and drank and smoked the whole time that I did lives, but that's an old read from a million years ago. But yeah, sure. To be honest with you, I'm getting to the point where I might do panels because I'm tired of talking about this stuff that doesn't really interest me that much. So I don't know. As I said, yeah, I could have reached out to SourPatch and Stefan and all these other people to create a monstrosity on this panel. But I'm just, as I said, I'm just going through the list because I haven't done a public live in a while. So we're just kind of getting back into things. Okay. Jessica said, because Rick doesn't go live much. When he does, he will rag tag and reach for everyone that dropped the mic. True. I agree with you. And the funny thing is, Jessica, the mere fact that he doesn't go live much, I think people anticipate what he comes up with, right? I want to smash some Panda Express and not be seen. Stefan, I think that's the safest thing out here, to be honest with you. What'd you say? Tired of being messy? You sure, sir? No, I mean, listen. Now, the messiness, I don't know what people consider messy. I guess coming out here and dropping, certain things on people's names. I know the messy you can ask certain questions like, hey, Pizarro, you were over there at just Christa's as soon as they left Lemons. Were you involved in the play? I guess that would be messy, right? Throw something out there, damn near teeter the line between or lie roasting and telling the truth. Not quite sure. So I think, as I said, Stefan, I know I glazed over like a few of the things where I said, hey, you were talking about the trip or whatnot. But as I said, like, I want to see if Shakim responds at all whatsoever, other than you guys being on Shish Trish's channel. I really wanted to think, is it banter? Is it you guys joking with each other? You saying he doesn't have a ticket? That'd be interesting to know. Jessica said, Ness is a good sport when someone drags her, and I like that. That said, he tackled her today. She's a good sport, because I don't think Ness necessarily takes things serious unless it's like just like everybody else, unless it's the family or something about her that hurts her, or somebody reaching out the job, or I think it takes a lot to piss Ness off, past the point of her not just talking shit, to be honest. Because Ness hasn't always loved me, envy not messy, just telling the truth. Now messy question we like. All right. Yeah, I mean, hey, I try to tell the truth or whatever, but if I could be messy, I guess I would. But I don't get into that because I start thinking that that's talking behind somebody's back. And if I'm messy, that usually means that I'm tapping in with people behind the scenes, right? Being messy is bringing out conversations that people don't necessarily know about, not being privy to. What's up, Cola James? Appreciate seeing you. Thank you for dropping in. Would you say Ness takes it very serious if you're in her inner circle? Okay, I can understand that. Like the group chats and all that other stuff that you do, like basically discord in your own little way. That makes sense. I mean, hey, I think we're all like that, Stefan, to be honest with you. I mean, the closer we get to people, the more personal you're going to be about what they say or do. So seems pretty natural to me. But anyway, let's see here. Rick said to meet up with, Rick told you, I assume, I don't know if he's getting into the storyline or not, but apparently like he was all for telling you don't meet up with those people. Because he predicted that something would happen with the trip before it happened. And since you were talking to him about it, I guess he's saying that he told you not to go, not to interact with those people. Now, I mean, it's none of my business, so I wouldn't say either or, but I was just wondering. Let's see. Molly said Ness takes it dead serious if you're attempting to meet up with her in real life. True. I mean, Molly, I guess, I guess we all would, obviously, because if you're going to spend time around somebody and you don't trust them based on like their character being presented on here, then yeah, I would look at it a little bit crazy myself. But I don't know if the only thing is with Stefan going behind the scenes with Jay Dunn. I don't know. Maybe she thinks that Stefan's a mole. I'm not sure. I don't really get that situation, but I guess you can't talk to people without other people side-eyeing you. I guess people side-eye folks that talk to Jay Dunn. So it was funny. Now, Rick was definitely laughing when he said that Shakim wants to be a lemonette because he wants to be close to Lemon, right? And then he gets mad at anybody that does share space with the Lemonettes. But I think he was being funny. It is what it is. Jessica, what'd you say, Molly? True, but I mean the roast and gag part. If someone drags her, she will actually laugh. She will. Yeah, and I'm glad that you made that clear because I know Molly was like, meet in real life, but it makes a little bit more sense what you said because Ness, everything that everybody said, like Lemon and anybody that met her in person, it wasn't that serious to her unless she's online roasting somebody. What'd you say, Shakim, Jesus. What'd you say, Stefan? It was all weird and fake outrage. I honestly, with the fake outrage part, I've heard Rick yell, and I've heard Rick go crazy, and I've heard Rick do this and Rick do that. I don't think he took it that serious. That's why I was wondering why he reported on it at all, to be real with you. But it is what it is. I wanted to come out and see like what y'all thought. This is going to be like one of those quick talk to y'all lives, about an hour and a half or 51 minutes into it. But I just wanted to see what y'all thought. Now, let's go back to the play. Okay. So there's a few things I'm going to say that I'm not clear about, and I want somebody to point it out to me, or the people that are involved explain it. Now, with the whole new era just Christus situation, would you say not on Rick's side? I meant the other side. Oh, okay. All right. I was wondering. Thank you for clarifying, Stefan. I would not trust anyone who want to seriously deal with Jay Dunn. See, watching from the clouds, that's what I thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain people out here that if you deal with directly, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose some type of trust or whatever. But Jay Dunn is like a love to hate kind of person, right? With the most people, I don't think that people deep down inside hate her, but they know that she's been involved in some shit that behind the scenes has come out. But I think everybody does that. Jessica Ness did a great job of protecting the face of talent, or anyone who didn't want to be seen. That's respect. I agree. And I'm glad that they did that, because basically, Jessica, that kind of set the tone to make people feel more comfortable to be around their trip. Because if Ness did extend that courtesy to me to not show my face, that would obviously create a little bit more trust in me flying across the damn country, right? So let's focus on the play, okay? And tell me if I'm right, tell me if I'm wrong, tell me if I'm going in the right direction, because I don't think that people looked at it like this, right? So, would you say me and Jay Dunn don't talk offline? That's the thing. Not since the day we fell out. I don't know how long ago you fell out, but in YouTube world, Stefan, it could be 15 years ago that you did something, and people make it sound like it just happened yesterday. So I'm not necessarily concerned with the timeline. I just know that that's attached to the trip. What's up, Brown Sugar? Hate is such a nasty word, but I hate the man, aka demonic. Wow. All right, Brown Sugar. Well, if you busted out the word hate and you don't like to say hate, I know that that's deep down inside. I don't know if you hate her because of some of her antics or what she brings out, or just her as a person, or how she conducts herself on the panel. Hey, Lolo, what it do at work? But please hit the like. Well, thank you so much, Lolo. I appreciate that. When you're finished working, I'll talk to you then. Would you say, oh, you were looking at, hey, what's up, newbie? How you doing? I see that you're doing some things with Halloween, and I'm looking forward to it. And the funny thing is, we just said Jay Dunn's name, and you're going to do that thing with Jay Dunn. But what's up, newbie? Me too, Brown Sugar. Okay. So, all right. So Janet did a world tour. What'd you say? I don't care for Jay Dump at all. Well, you know what? Your sunshine, as I said, you're not alone in that sandbox. I hear it all the time. Jay Dunn hears it all the time. I don't necessarily understand, but I haven't been around Jay Dunn as long as y'all have. So I'm just going with, the general the general thoughts. Okay, so let's break this down. So Janet went on a panel tour, right? I believe that Janet was throwing out like crab nets to see how many people she could catch. To be honest with you, would you say, Brown Sugar? You said you should have not been talking G to her anyway. I don't blame Ness for feeling the way she does. Understood. Understood. I mean, hey, if you are the organizer of a trip like I am for Invocation, yeah, it's good to, it's good to, make sure that everybody passes the test of being trustworthy, because you don't want your guests to feel like shit, or to feel, uncomfortable. And then, we come back to YouTube and talk about it for 10 years, and we never let it go. But, I got something for Ghetto too. I know Ghetto will hear this, but Ghetto, next time you pull up, I got something real special for you. Some of my people were out there Some of my people are out there fishing around, and I know you'll probably be shocked. But anyway, so Janet did the world tour, and as I said, I think she threw out a net to see how many people she could catch. When she brought up, like, one thing that was random is like when she brought up and she said, "Hey, Envy and I have gone out on 2 dates." Well, that was news to Envy. You know what I'm saying? But we were in StreamYard local, and I was showing her some stuff that she needed to do with YouTube. She needed some help with StreamYard or whatnot, but it was like that. But I guess I made it worse by saying she was lying down when we would talk, because people, I don't know where people drug that to or whatever. Maybe people thought that she busted it wide open like she did on Lemons, which hopefully everybody saw that. It was crazy. Lemon rated her her Ussy a 6 or a 7, but said it looks better without the clothes than in the clothes. That was funny, to be honest with you. Hindsight is 2020. I don't think it was that deep. Okay. Well, I don't either, Stefan, because if it was that deep, then I think there'd be another follow-up live. I think there'd be some kind of, tag you in a mention to try to get you over somewhere to talk about it. So, yeah, we can move right past that. So, basically, if it wasn't that serious with Rick, he's not meeting Shot Cam in Detroit, and he has no harm, no foul with Stefan. So, Janet was pushing out the fishnet. Okay, we all know that. We saw the media tour. But then it was kind of interesting. I started looking sideways at the whole situation because basically Janet, obviously, we saw what she did with Lemon. She went backstage, I guess, and busted it wide open, and we heard the conversation. Okay, great. Now, I believe that was a setup. Now, to go to the point of basically getting naked and exposing yourself, that's definitely a long ways to go on a play. But I do think that she was getting things fired up. Now, why she was getting things fired up, here's what I can't figure out. Did just Christa tell her to do it, or was she doing it just to kind of throw, salt in the wounds? But because the reason why I asked that is because the next day when Christa was dragging, who was she dragging? Jesus Christ. When Christa was dragging everybody pretty much, what you call it? Oh, let's see here. What'd you guys say? What's going on lately, women on here, showing everything. Go to right. Well, Cola James, it's happening. I don't know if it's the season or whatnot to show everything, but it has happened back to back to back to back. So hey, I have no idea, but you're right. It is a pandemic. Women are showing pretty much everything they got to content creators. You know what I'm saying? And as I said, maybe they want to make a few dollars. They can make an OnlyFans or a damn Patreon or something. Envy, I'm from New York. We don't fucks with ops, and if we find out a friend is working with the ops, we're beefing forever. See, brown sugar, that's how I thought that it went. I literally thought, like, by association, messing with somebody else's ops was like a no-no, but I always have to remind myself that this is YouTube, and YouTube is a clout chase. You're going to make up the breakup based on, I guess, the popularity, or if the person has selective outrage. I don't know. Like, on here, damn well it doesn't work like that, but you're 100% correct. And I have to continuously remind myself that, I can't look at people and expect anything other than shit that I would never do in real life. So whatever. Let's just say big facts, brown sugar. Jessica said Janet is good at being dramatic and Christa is good at following along. Right. So let me ask you this, Jessica. Do you think that Janet and Christa talked and said, hey, Janet, go over there and start, get Lemon all fired up? Or do you think that Janet went over there and got Lemon all fired up to piss off just Christa? Because the next day, while just Christa was dragging, she was over there supporting. Somebody said that she was gifting memberships or something along those lines, which would be, if she was gifting memberships and whatnot, she might have gone over and did that with Lemon and then wanted to get back in the favor of just Christa. But do you think that they were working together? That's literally the only thing that I can't put my finger on. I mean, I could talk to you about the rest of the other play since I kind of got it figured out. Now I'm surprised that people just watched it and they were like, ooh, ah, oh my God, ooh, ah, Jesus. Now that was interesting to me because nobody saw it as a play. I'm sitting here watching it like, damn, this shit is weird. I'm not showing shit to anyone but my partner if I had one. Your sunshine, that's good. That's good. And what'd you say out there? Your sunshine, what's your saying? No glove, no love. I don't know where the hell I saw that. I think at a members only live or something like that. Your sunshine, you're going to have, I'm 100% you're going to have a partner in the very near future. Okay. You're in the right industry and you're around a lot of people and you're beautiful. So I definitely know that you're not going to be alone. A brown sugar beef facts. I'm from NY. Okay. Yeah. See, Stacy, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand how people act here. 50 memberships. You talking about how many I have? I don't know. Envy, I don't think just Chris needs to help from Janet running a play on Lemon. Okay, so you think that, so basically you think that just Christa, or you think that Janet went over there to raise, to raise that issue, but then she went over to just Christa, gifted memberships and stuff like that to join favor. The reason why I asked that, honestly, is because when Christa went over there, I want to see if that was real when she was yelling and, hey, you saw her ussy and her itties, and I don't care about that, but did she see your pain? So I wanted to know whether you guys think that was fake outrage and that was part of the play, or do you think that she really meant that? The main reason why I'm asking is because like shortly thereafter, literally like 5 minutes after Christa got her shit off on Lemon, she went live and her and Janet were laughing. Yeah, what'd you say? Goddamn. You're dating Janet. Y'all had 2 movie dates, so you must be included. We didn't have movie dates, sir. Not at all whatsoever. And I wouldn't sit on StreamYard and watch a movie. Maybe put football or something in the background, but that's about it. Jessica said, Christa doesn't have interest in befriending anyone. This is all fun for her. Why would she talk to Janet behind the scenes if she doesn't, or she doesn't even talk to Lemon? She'll befriend Janet, then fuck her over. True. That's why I said I think that Janet knows that, so that's why she was gifting memberships and shit like that to throw her off. So basically, Jessica will take that off the table that they are working together. Okay, so I basically will explain the play in a little bit different. You said ops and friends on YouTube, all this shit is fake for views. They've all been cool, talk, fell out, make up, repeat cycle. Wash, rinse, repeat, right? Stephen, you're 100% correct. I get tired of it, to be honest with you, because what you need to take that comment for right there is don't get in the middle of people's beef, because you're going to end up looking like the dumbass. I hate it when content creators are like, you were over here, you were over there, and then people feel disloyal. And I guarantee you, every single time 2 content creators will make up, and you'll be looking like, oh my God, I don't trust the person that I was on their side, nor should you. So go where you want to go. Janet gifted, oh, I see what you're saying. Damn. Janet gifted Christa 50 memberships. Woo, shit. So basically the theory of, okay, so New Era and Janet were working together. Therefore, she went over there, spent money with just Christa to get just Christa's attention. I got it. Okay. So we'll talk about the rest of the play since that part is figured out. I didn't see that, Envy. Let's see. I just gifted our okay, yeah. Okay. NEK. All right. Envy, you had movie dates with Janet. I'm only asking for T-Duck. No. No movie dates. No movie dates. If I wanted to say that, if I wanted to blow it up and I wanted to make it like something that would stick, I would have said something on YTCs that night. I definitely would have said, hey, I would have, I would have lied if I felt like it. Yeah, we were on movie dates or whatever, and she was doing XYZ. But she clearly said I was a gentleman and this and that, because I don't really play those types of games. I don't have time to mislead people and all that. Jessica said Krista is a little teenager, white kid who sits in the basement playing video games, eating junk food, and never touching grass unless to take the trash. Yep, I believe that as well. Let's go, your sunshine. When you take the time to put those, the microphones and headphones there, I really do appreciate it. I know I say that every damn time I see you, but just want to make sure you know. Being honest, sir, you admitted the other day on YouTube cameras. No, I didn't. I didn't admit movie dates. I admitted that she was lying down, and then she said out of her own mouth that it was really like business, and I showed her some stuff to do, and that she does those things, on a regular basis to this day, and that I only helped her. So trust me, if I thought that we were on some bigger shit or whatever, I would be the first person to say it just to piss people off. Just to be, I'm trying to picture her playing a video game. I don't think that she's coordinated enough to do that, Molly, to be honest with you. The furthest Janet and Christa will go in the back is the back chat. Oh, they must have been typing their asses off at the back chat. And then Pizarro joined the panel. And I don't even think Pizarro was there to talk to them other than to laugh because she's a troll and she knows what it was, a troll move. And I think she wanted to see what was being typed in the back chat too. To monetize CCs, which is more valuable, super chats or gifting memberships? Well, it depends. So gifting a membership is only as good as somebody renewing it. And well, there's two different things. Like, it's cool to gift a membership because not only do you get that upfront money, but if somebody renews it, then you get ongoing income. So basically, hey, I don't like gifted memberships, Stefan, because I don't want people in my members only lives that didn't contribute to a membership, because I don't really want quote unquote spies or moles or whatever you want to call in there. A lot of my stuff in members only lives have never come out. We literally sit in there and talk about everything that's going on and then see who we're going to troll or what we're going to do. It's basically a storyline within the storyline. Molly analogy should have to be explained. Never. Molly puts together analogies that are very easy to pick out. You trying to put me in place of you? No, absolutely not. NEK. What would I put you in the place of me doing? Like, what would be the explanation of that? Absolutely not. I mean, you spent some time with the lady or whatever, and y'all can't figure out whether you were together sexually or not. So I was virtual and you were in person. And my thing is NEK, I think that you guys are all arguing over dealing with the same women. I don't think it has anything to do with the women, to be honest with you, Janet or anybody else. I think it has more to do with you men looking at each other. Noble looks at you, you look at Rob. But the telling thing was, NEK, is that Janet said that you were devastated over her speaking to Rob. That you're kind of like, borderline crying and upset and all that. And if you guys are running a play together, I would probably check in with her to not embarrass me if we're going to be working together, right? JC wanted to make sure she didn't get a pic of Lemon's deet. She did. And just Christa, that's literally the main thing that she thinks about. She's like, because that's her state of, of her claim. And I think that it ruined the fact that, SourPatch back whenever they were arguing about it said that she saw the pain. If that's her, hey, no one will ever have anything over me. No one will ever have anything over me because I saw this and I saw that. I'm like, damn, these avatars, these pictures get in these relationships. They get so mad at each other, this and that. So like, if you see something behind the scenes on Discord or whatever the case may be, and you want to hold that true to your heart of having or being above these women, it is what it is. But yeah, she came in hot as hell about seeing the D, and I thought she was going to come in hot as hell about Janet busting it wide open. But hey, it is what it is. NEK, you doing it now, trying to minimize your outbursts. You wanted people to know you was behind the scenes with her. I didn't bring it up. It's been a year and some change. So if I wanted somebody to know, NEK, I would have brought it up. Did you not hear her say that she brought up us going out on dates? She literally brought it up. I said right there on YTC's in front of everybody. I mean, she was like, "Oh yeah, well, Envy and I did," and I'm like, "I didn't bring it up." So she admitted to that. So if you know Janet the way you know Janet, you know damn well. I listen. Why would I wait a year and probably about a year and a half to bring something up if I wanted to make attention out of it, right? Like that doesn't make any sense. I'm picky with my purchases. Bros before hoes. There goes that male identification, Jessica. Man code television is definitely along those lines. It's bros before hoes, but only if bros hold them accountable, hold each other accountable to being real men. And I always say masculinity is close to being extinct these days. So we got to look out for each other, right? But you got to love and protect women as well. But you don't have to walk in front of them. You need to walk beside them. What'd you say? You said, Stefan, that's why it's called the beefing sector. Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, brown sugar, when it's called the beef sector, I kind of laugh when people take things so personal because there's sectors over there, there's sectors out here that are really, really nice to each other and they kumbaya and they get into a circle and hold hands or whatnot. So when people complain about beefing in the beefing sector, that always blows my mind. What'd you say, Stefan? Is any? Oh, okay. So Stefan didn't know that T Duck was NEK. I don't know what the whole T Duck thing is, but whatever. I'm not gonna call him that bullshit because I've known him as NEK. So it is what it is. So the thing that I was saying is, okay, so when Lolo was in my members only live, I was like, Lolo, are you ever going to be on the platform with just Christa? Because that was an issue, right? And she's like, no, I'll be in the chat. And then I was like, well, what about Janet? Because Janet is over there dragging you on just Christa's channel. She's over there dragging you right now, and she's in that space. So how about her? She's like, well, it is what it is with her, right? Hey, what's up, L Blue? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, I thought you were saying, MBK. No. Sorry about that. I mean, NEK, New Era King. But yeah, so when she was over there while just Christa was dragging Lolo, I was definitely wondering because when Lolo left the members only live, she jumped up there on the platform, but it didn't go bad for her. Lolo said, Ish, what? Lolo, I was talking about the fact when you left members only and you jumped up on the platform, and I didn't think that you're going to share a platform with Janet or Christa. And basically, anybody that watches Lemon always says, hey, I thought that you promised Lolo that just Christa wouldn't be up on the platform. And I was wondering if you'd be up there with Janet because Janet was at just Christa's when just Christa was dragging you. So I don't know why you would be up. I don't know why you'd be more upset with just Christa than you are Janet, but it is what it is. I'm not telling you who to be. You said, hey everyone. I'm not trying to tell you like who to be cool with, who not to be cool with. I just found it interesting. But I will say this, Lolo, when you were up there chilling or whatnot, they definitely both left the platform at the same time. And that's the part of the play that I understand. Now, Jessica B pretty much said like, she was gifted memberships, but they weren't in the play. So basically, I feel like, they went live right then and there. So I don't know if they were trying to pull the crowd over there. I don't know if they were trying to throw up smoke signals and then go back to just Chris's. But I found that awfully convenient to go up there and then run off. But it looked like Lolo from optics. It looked like you went up there and kind of put them in a space where they felt like we don't want to be up here with Lolo. To me, it looked like a power move, even though I got cussed out. My members only live saying, no, that's not a power move for Lolo to go up there to the panel. But it kind of looked that way because shortly thereafter, they were like, pew, gotta go, without even going at you. There's Lady Snoop. What it do? Why are you always in my clouds, Lady Snoop? Hey, I'll get you to join me about, I have no idea. Well, maybe we'll make up some shit because the YouTube streets are not streeting. I don't care about curtains. Oh my God. That's funny. Her her curtains were valued at a 6.7 or a 6 or a 7. So we'll go with your 6. That was rough when we were talking about that in Members Live that she had beef curtains. But that was just because basically Lemon's explanation of how it looks. Which was very, very, as I said, which was very, very funny to hear. Gemini said there's a big difference between Christa and Janet. Lolo and Janet haven't ever been friends and don't owe one another anything. True. Yeah, that is true. There's more of like a emotional connection beyond just like friendly YouTube bullshit. Janet is another nut. Yes, Janet is a little bit off in my opinion, but it is what it is, right? Jessica said, I think you're headed in the right direction. I see a play, but can't pinpoint it. Yeah. I'll explain what I think the play is, but honestly, you put me on the right track, not me. You put me on the right track, basically thinking that. So we know I'm gonna go with that Janet and Kristen weren't working together. So that literally helps me out. And I think I'm like the troll of trolls, right? And I didn't get it figured out. So just rolling through at work. I know Lolo. You're good. You're good. I mean, if type it if I'm wrong about anything or whatever, since you're in the chat, type it up and I'll read it. NEK nickname has always been T. Oh, I didn't know. I had no idea. Beef curtain 6. You know what, Lolo? I know you're probably going to make a troll page, right? Because you did just cankles. So I could see like a beef curtain 6 coming. I better not say it too many times because one of my trolls will drop down with that shit. But now I said it, so probably you'll do it anyway. So shout out to you, Beef Curtain 6. Curtains can be nasty if you like a little chew when you eat. Jesus Christ. Anytime we're talking about that, I just run. Now there's Capricorn thing. I know I always say the same thing to you every single time, but you come around here a whole lot, and I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Child, don't waste your time on nuts. Let's go, L Blue. Hey, you said of course. See, Lolo, I know that you're not going to be able to help yourself to make a page like that. And when it comes out, don't tell people you're the troll account, okay? Like you told on your stuff about just cankles. Because I want it to last. I want you to be able to be out here to be able to get it going. So Jessica B, what I think is, let me break it down. Okay, so Christa was talking about Lemon. Janet went over there, busted it wide open to piss Christa off. Christa pulled up there, raising hell or whatnot. But then Janet went over to Krista's to gift memberships and get in her favor, and then run up there and say, "Hey, girl, it's all good." So I guess that's what's it. So I guess just Christa didn't pre-plan it, and that's the only thing that we figured out, really. Let's see. I have a troll account now. Stefan the Sassy Process server is hilarious to me. Oh shit. Okay, that was funny. Hey, I'm trying. What's up, Tracy? Looks like I do appreciate you popping in because I know you're at work, Tracy. So thank you so much. All right. Let's see. What'd you say? Jesus. Why the hell do I almost keep calling you Shakim? My bad. Stefan said, yeah, that's rule number 1, Lolo. Never tell on yourself when you're trolling. She told on herself the same day, Stefan. She couldn't keep it in. She was like, you know who I am? She switched over to her troll account. She was like, that's me. I'm like, Lolo, why would you go through all the trouble to create an email, a Google account, a YouTube page, and all that to tell on yourself? But it is what it is. You should never tell anybody you're trolling. But I tell people I'm trolling all the time, so I can't take anything away from you or I'd be a hypocrite, right? Hey, Envy and Chat. What's up, Dracaris? Good to see you. Good to see you. Your Sunshine said it's good to see you as well. Hey, y'all, working. Be right back. All right, Tracy. Well, we'll be here. We'll be here for another, I don't know, probably like 50 minutes. Who knows? This is just a quick tap in to see what y'all thought and so that I don't feel freaking crazy. But anyway, let's see. Went back to Chris's word. So now, does that all matter, the play? No, not really. but at the same time, like it's like I look at stuff and I'm like, hey, I guess people don't care that folks are playing in each other's faces. No, I don't really care either, but I just wanted people to understand that we were picking it apart. And honestly, in members only live, I wish I could have like streamed it all and went back and forth and we could have figured it out, explained whatever, but I try not to do that. I did stream like a few minutes of it to report on it, but that's about it. Uh Hey, what's up? Come get some. That's what's. I was scared to read your name. I was scared to read your name when I first saw it. But my dumbass, I always highlight comments and then read them later. But welcome in. I appreciate you being here. Come get some. What'd you say, Stacy Mabuska? Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Okay, so the Rick read, and it seems like since Stefan is here, Stefan, it seems like you basically agree with everything. Like you're not obsessed. You and Chuck Kim, I guess, were on the right page one time, but not necessarily now. That you did talk to Jay Dunn. I just wanted to. I'm glad that you're here because I was looking at that, trying to pick it apart and see like what where you and Rick were. But anyway, cool, perfect. I've talked about SourPatch. Now it would be interesting to see what's up, little mama. Little mama Obama's in the building. Little mama Obama. I appreciate you being here, little mama Obama. Your name is easy to say fast, little mama Obama. But anyway, hey Envy, just joining, so I will catch the beginning of the replay. Hope y'all have a great Monday. I appreciate it, V. Lachey. We will see you on the replay. All right. Leave a comment if anything doesn't make sense to you. I will, with the help of these individuals, break down the rest of the play. And that's pretty much it. Like, I'm not going to sit here and make up stuff that's not going on the YouTube streets because I appreciate y'all coming in here too much. Or not too, Jesus Christ. I just really said that y'all come in here too much. I mean a lot, okay? Better play in their faces than their tails next time. I don't think they're that smart, your sunshine. I don't think. I think that people play at each other's faces and run like, throwing rocks in a glass house. So Molly said, so Janet and Lolo don't get along, like they finally beefing, or is it still in the fake, nice, nasty phases? Lolo said that she doesn't have a problem, but she did call her beef curtains number 6. So I guess that's like a little bit of starting to beef. But you know what? They're beefing. Okay, let's just put it out there. Let's just conclude that they're definitely beefing. Okay. Let's see here. What'd you say, Dracaris? Where is Janet? I enjoy the Janet content. It's a roller coaster. Dracaris, here's what I'm gonna do, right? So this live is just me coming out here and talking to y'all to try to get a handle on where you want the content to go and who you guys want to see. So far, like, it's like I went over Ken, and it's not like a huge demand because it's an open case and he really can't talk much more than he did on his own platform. So, and then, the play and whatnot, because we figured out Janet and Christa aren't working together, but Janet and Lolo are beefing. Okay, so we'll go with that. Hey, no, stop it, Lolo. We're gonna make you beef, okay? Hey, Janet, Lolo's beefing, okay? That's what we're gonna stick with. I don't want to hear that shit, Lolo. Stop it. How the hell is your thing dark blue? Jakari's the only one in here dark ass blue. Oh, I see. Because I don't know, that star thing that they do, that crown thing, as you type in the chat. Let's see here. Beef Curtains 2.0. No, the reason why we say Beef Curtains 6, your sunshine, is because Lemon rated her beef curtains a 6. But he said it was a 6 when she had clothes on, but she went up to a 7 when she didn't. So that's why we call her Beef Curtain 6, because that's the rating that she got. What's up, Yaya? Good to see you. I watched you on YouTube cameras, and it was pretty interesting. And as I said, like, Yaya is one of the only places Ken's gonna tell y'all about the damn story, so I'm not gonna go. You said Lolo ain't beefing. Come on, Yaya. Yeah, I'm not necessarily saying she's beefing or not, but, I am instigating, okay? So help me instigate. Molly said Lolo, she interviewed Vonnie B and they called the courthouse to confirm that DRIIP never filed for divorce. I just want you to have the heads up. Oh, wow. I forgot about that. Okay. So Lolo, I don't think, listen, I love Lolo, but I don't believe her about this DRIIP stuff. Okay, I don't. Sorry, Lolo. I have to be unbiased, right? The wife called online. Wow. Um. So Lolo is going to help with infidelity. All right. There's a narrative. Thank you, Molly. But yes, you do, Lolo. I know that, as I said, I know that you said that about DRIIP. Just after they said that he was going to go to Vegas, are you two still going to Vegas together? Have you made like an arrangement where you all are friends, but you can still sleep in the same bed? Are you still going to Vegas with DRIIP, Lolo? Come on. I don't want any curtains thrown at me. We will definitely protect you from any curtains being thrown at you, Lolo. I'll tell you that. Lolo, I know what you mean, but don't say you don't care. They can say you don't care. He didn't file. Right. As I said, Molly, Lolo cares. When people say that they don't care, typically they do. But I don't think that Lolo and DRIIP had like any conversation behind the scenes and whatnot, and plan things out to a space where they actually would care. Stacy, yes, the other sector, I was in the clouds. Okay, Molly was. Molly, you can't be moving around that much. We got to keep an eye on you so you don't completely get yourself off the internet. You can only piss so many people off. Lolo's yelling now. I don't want to get it on with DRIIP. Yeah, you do. I mean, that's a classy way to say that you do. That's kind of like Lolo, come on. It's Vegas. But just just let your experiences stay in Vegas, okay? Don't build us all up and then we're disappointed that you and DRIIP didn't get together. But DRIIP did not file for divorce. I don't know why the wife, Molly, I don't know why the wife would take it that far if she didn't feel like, doesn't that feel strange? Okay. So Lolo, as I said, I got to be objective. If you and DRIIP were allegedly going to go to Vegas together, that was going to be your companion, friend, date. I don't know what you would call it. What would push the wife to call the courthouse about the divorce? Like something pushed. Now, if I'm with a woman and I say, I'm on YouTube, I'm just having friendly banter back and forth, and people are trying to create a narrative that I'm going with Lolo because they're saying that I got divorced. Wouldn't that be enough of an explanation? Like, what did she find? Like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you did have a conversation behind the scenes, did she find a text? Did she look through his phone? Something happened, Lolo. Come on. I know that you keep the information close to your hip. But yeah, something happened, Lolo. Don't start that shit. All right. Up. She's still yelling. I'm going to Vegas for myself, and I already have a full itinerary. Lolo, you said that you're going to be sitting by the pool, but I like your itinerary. Make sure you go to the buffet or whatever. But okay. So Lolo, let me write this down. Lolo and DRIIP are pretending like they're just friends so that they can smash in Vegas, and she knows he's married. Okay, cool. Got it, Lolo. Got it. There's no me and DRIIP. I asked if he wanted to go, but that's it. Oh, okay. Well, what did he say? That might be along the lines of them worrying about him being married. What did he say? So here's okay. So Lolo, you say there's nothing with DRIIP. You say that you don't talk to DRIIP. Do you talk to him behind the scenes, Lolo? Let me get nosy, messy, whatever you want to call it. Because basically, how did you ask him? Did you ask him on your panel, or did you ask him like behind the scenes? Because obviously that would lead to a place where the wife would be concerned, right? So let's go, Lolo. Janet gonna wear an Arby's costume for Halloween, and her chewed up roast beef gonna fall out. Ugh, God. I mean, remember our members only live? We were being very we were being very graphic. So I can't even, like, literally when I start seeing pictures in my head based on that situation, it's gross. But anyway, shout out to her because she's gotten several guys off this damn internet. So I guess somebody likes a busted out ussy that looks like beef curtains. Hold on. But anyway, all right. So Jessica's laughing. Okay, Lolo said no envy. I have a full itinerary. I'm excited. Okay, that's good, Lolo. Now answer my other question. Not that often. Okay, does that mean that? Okay, so I'm assuming. Okay, so Lolo talks to DRIIP behind the scenes. Okay, all right. So that's probably what sparked the wife of saying I need to figure this out. How did the wife find out, Lolo? Did you guys drop the ball and had he screen recorded something? The DRIIP character is broke, so he's only going to Vegas if someone pays his way. Now, Lolo, I heard broke paying is good. I wouldn't know though. Damn. I could talk about women, right? Like, I guess a woman would feel, not obligated, I guess, but happy that you paid her way. So I guess the P would be better because she's trying to show you some kind of thank you. I have no idea, but Lolo talked to DRIIP behind the scenes a couple times. Okay, great. And she won't tell us why the wife is pissed off. We've been just friends for years now, and that's it. Lolo, do you know everybody says that? That's my friend. You know who you sound like? That's my friend. That's my friend. You sound like your homegirl, okay? JC. She says that all the time. Hey, when I came up next time, I'm gonna show you. We've only seen that woman from the let's see, shoulders up. So hey, it is what it is. I can get pain at home. You always say that, Lolo. I don't care. Listen, I can get pee at home. I can get a woman at home as well, but it's more interesting to travel, right? The spontaneous unknown thing. But Lola, you always say, hey, I could walk out my door and bend a few corners and get some D myself. Look, stop it, Lolo. You know what I'm saying? Like, nope, we're not going with that. Lolo talked behind the scenes. The wife found something in the phone. That's the narrative. Lolo talked behind the scenes. The husband found something in the phone and ended up calling the courthouse because he's still married. That's more interesting storyline. You can't talk me out of that, Lolo. That's what I'm going with. The wife didn't know about Lolo and DRIIP's friendship. Okay. Well, if let me ask this, L Blue. If the wife knew about Lolo and DRIIP's friendship, what took her from knowing about the friendship to going all the way to having to call the courthouse? That's what I'm wondering. We met DRIIP last year from Umar Sector, though. Friends for years. Okay. Well, you know what? Friends for years could turn into friends with benefits, right? Isn't that how that happens? Like, you're friends with somebody and then all of a sudden you slip up and fall into the ussy. It happens. But let's see. Not the chewed up roast beef. This is why I don't eat Arby's sandwiches. Yuck. Yep, the chewed up roast beef. My two friends aren't married men. I got it, Lolo. Lolo, you are scratching your ass off. No matter how much you scratch, I'm going with my narrative, okay? Envy, my friend. Stop it, your sunshine. Stop it, okay? We're gonna do big things together. I don't know what the hell they are. I'm just saying that shit, but stop it. Broke pain is good because they're going to be a worthless bum, and then they have to do. It's kind of like, oh, I can't say that. I was gonna, you know what? Hell with it. I hate it when people say, and then they stop in the middle of a sentence and say they can't say something. Allegedly, Gemini, that's kind of like larger women being the best at, dome. I mean, you guys could pick that apart, So you're saying like broke men have better paying because we got nothing else to do. But I'm saying that larger women are good at dome because they have to be. Drive across the bridge in the VA Beach and I'm good. Lolo, stop it. I don't care how many times you type something else about the narrative. I'm going with what I just explained, okay? Yeah, if I was DRIIP's wife, I wouldn't trust Lolo either. Blue Hue. See, that's what I'm saying, Lolo. Right there. This comment right here, Lolo. That's why we're going with that story. because what made you all go from friends for years to the wife feeling like she had to do all that display on the internet calling the damn courthouse? So I don't understand. Something changed, Lolo. You know, dang, I have even, nope, no, you don't, Lolo. Drip and wife was a storyline last year. So listen, any storyline that ever comes up, you know, we're going to resurrect it, right, Gemini? We're definitely going to resurrect the stories around here. I used to say that my friend 2 years later, 3 kids, that's right. Brown sugar. You know what people say? They make the excuse, oh, you got to be friends before you're lovers. And we were friends for so many years before we got married. Okay, right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, believe that your girl has guy friends if you want to. You're gonna end up crying and some more shit and wanting to beat up somebody. But anyway, Jessica, to be fair, when Lolo was first confronted about DRIIP coming to Vegas, she had a schoolgirl giggle. Then people were yelling girl code. Then she said she wouldn't break code. Lolo, I believe that as well. I think Lolo was looking forward to that trip. What's up, Jasmine? Good to see you. Hopefully you've been cool. Haven't seen you around for a little bit, so I assume you were busy, but hopefully everything's good, Jasmine. Lolo, no shade. It's the perception of it all. Well, you know what? Perception is everything, right? Perception is usually above the truth. So, you know what? My perception I'm going with. As I said, I don't need to, no matter how much somebody explains their situation, it's not going to change what I think happened, okay? It's Jessica's funny to me. Okay. Sorry, Lolo, I agree with envy. There you go, Lolo. See? That's the narrative. Period. People believe me. As I said, you could type, I'll drive across the bridge and we were friends and this and that. But you refuse to explain how you would let your friend go to his wife that would be pissed off enough to go online and call the courthouse. Lolo, that makes it look even worse if you guys are friends for years. What happened? What happened, Lolo? Lolo finally let a titty pop out. Jesus Christ. Salute Envy in chat. What's up, storylines? Appreciate you being here. I got to be careful when you're I got to be careful when you're in here because, you know, maybe I want to create a storyline when you're here, maybe I don't. I'm a little nervous. Let's see, Gemini. Wife should have called the courthouse when she heard about him knocking up another female from YouTube. Oh shit. Right. Well, Gemini, that makes it even more interesting why the wife was more concerned about Lolo than anybody else. Something happened, Lolo. If you don't tell us what happened, I'm going to make up some shit. No, Lolo, it wasn't funny, giggle. I'm flattered. Exactly, Jessica. Like, Lolo, there is a difference. You know, we think you're acting like a schoolgirl that was like really excited that a guy liked you. And that's no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? You know, when women like me, I guess I act a little bit weird, funny, or I don't playful, nicer. I don't know. You know, because you meet people's representatives at the beginning, but then you date the real person when the honeymoon stage is over. But anyway, Vonnie B seemed down with it. DRIIP and Lolo last year when it came out on its panel, right? I was flattered, but he has too much going on. Right, Lolo, that's what women start doing. They start going from we're friends and then they go into he's got too much going on. But if you say he has too much going on, that basically admits if he doesn't have this, this, and that, you would have done it because you like him, period. Hey, that's always what people say. You know, oh, that person's got baggage. That person's got stuff going on. No, Lolo. That means that you like him and you didn't want to take a chance because you're nervous, but you did something that you're not telling us that made the wife call the courthouse if you've been friends for years. But anyway, it's facts that happened on Lemons because Ness had a field day with the DRIIP trip. Jessica, see? But Lolo, look, please proceed. Absolutely not, Lolo. In Lolo's defense, she didn't know about the wife at first last year, which is how it became a storyline. Got it. But as I said, something happened. But you know what, Lolo? If you want me to move on, I absolutely will, because I definitely have a little bit more shit to talk before we're done. I got like a couple hours today, but I'll tell you about the show tomorrow on my community wall, because I am going to have some people join the panel that are going to talk about, certain things. But it's Monday, and I need to see what the streets are talking about to see if what the hell I'm want to talk about and bring to the table. If you all give a damn about it, right? Blue Hugh said, "Hey Lolo, when you invited Drip to Vegas, did you invite his wife too?" No. I can answer that question for you without even asking Lolo. Absolutely not. Nobody has seen anything down there. Uh-oh. Well, you know what, Lolo, it's cool. We don't care what you do with your stuff down there. You just don't become a Sour Patch story. Don't do it in front of everybody, okay? That's all I ask. Now, shout out to Sour Patch. Hey, I'm not saying you can't show your stuff, but hey, when you make yourself have a happy ending or whatever, and you're moaning and saying come on and this and that, pulling out titties, and then it goes to another level. Let's go. Hey Jessica, I always appreciate that you put the headphones in your comments. Keep it up. I appreciate it. Blue, he said they were divorced. See, look, Lolo, see, you're building my case right here. So if he said he was divorced, that means that he was trying to let you know that he's single. so okay, so we got you saying, okay, Drip was my friend. Then it was Drip's got too much going on. Then it was I invited him, but he's broke or declined. Maybe somebody else said the broke part. Don't let me put that on you. But now, why would he say that he's divorced? That means that you guys had a conversation about the wife, Lolo. It's not a narrative anymore. We're speaking facts. Come on, Lolo. You know how I am. I don't think it has to do with Lolo. It's divorce drama, sure, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. Oh, y'all serious? Yes, we're very serious, Lolo. We are very serious, and it's okay. You're an adult. Do your thing. All right. I promote, not promote, but I welcome all individuals to do whatever the hell they want, when the hell they want. Just be honest with the people and have a better plan before you come out to YouTube, because we're going to make up our own narrative no matter what. So anyway, maybe you guys didn't check all the boxes off, but I need to talk to Drip and see if we can go ahead and make sure that he goes with you. That's the kind of shit that we can get sponsors to take care of, but I think that'd be great. You know what I mean? Hey, Drip, we're going to put a GoFundMe together, and then you could put a wish list together on Amazon, the things that you need to take. And I think that we can find you a sponsor, because we need you to push up on Lola. Okay, Drip, go ahead. If you've been friends for years, go ahead and seal the deal. Of course, I like him. Stop it. Take out friend. Okay. I wish I could erase some of the comments. Perhaps the wife is just a little jealous. Probably. I mean, let's see. The wife said a while ago that her and Drip were separated. Oh, wow. Jesus. This is. Well, you know what? There's a gray area, which is good. Yeah, that's a great gray area. Hey, I'm separated. Does that mean like, hey, I'm separated? Does that mean, like, do you still live together and you don't talk? Does he sleep in the basement? Whatever. But hey, that would go along that same lines. What it do, Ken? What it do, brother? Hey, I do like that you said that, you're only going to go to certain places or whatever, because I think that people are reaching out to you. What I did the other day, Ken, is I was going to report on your situation or whatnot. As you see here, I left it pretty general, but I sent you a message basically saying, like, if it has to do with your family, I don't want to take that route without your blessings. So I didn't talk about the situation that much. I think it's crazy. And hopefully you get through it. You come out on the back end the right way. So, the case is a case. It's a lot going on. But it seems like a lot of people are trying to prove that they didn't have anything to do with what you had going on, Ken. But I never understand people that defend themselves when they have nothing to do with something. You should just pay it dust, right? Let's see, Jessica. Boom, Lolo, you are so caught. Absolutely. We popped Lolo today on today's live. I'm gonna put if I had the patience and the time, I'd put you and Drip together in a what you call it. And I'm gonna play this thing that I'm gonna play this thing. Okay, there's Ken. 1 second, y'all. Hold up. I was just about to play this thing of ghettos. I gotta play.
Yes, Lord.
What up, man? How you doing?
What's good, bro? I'm chilling. Hey,
Hey,
look, I'm about to you can hear me?
yeah, I hear you.
Okay, so see, you a very respectful guy. You don't really have to ask me can you do any commentary on anything? I mean, if it's on YouTube, to me, you have every right to talk about it. It don't matter if it's about
Right.
my family, personal life. I just know that you respectful. You ain't gonna go out of bounds. You ain't gonna make up
Mm-mm.
nothing.
Mm-mm.
You gonna be real with it. You're gonna give me my criticism. You know what I'm saying? You're
Of
gonna give
course.
me some pointers, and you're gonna move on. So I respect you. So
Basically.
you can do what you want.
What's up, Donna Hughes? Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I sent a message to you because it's a
Hey, Miss
sensitive
Jessica. Hey,
issue.
Lolo. Yeah, I saw it. I didn't get back at you. My bad. I was at
Oh
the
no, you're fine.
courthouse.
No, you're fine. Wow. So you got a lot of steps to take. I was trying to connect the dots because there's so many different sides of the story, Ken.
Hmm.
Like like they pulled information, but I didn't see exactly what happened, but I saw Kiki and Octavius on Lemon's panel and they said,
Hmm.
because of certain paperwork or whatnot, that proves that they weren't involved in actually dropping the information, which would be your address and other things like that. So I was like,
Well, let me clear that up. Octavius actually said on another guy panel last night that he actually gave the woman my address. Kiki
ooh,
actually admitted that she gave the address out. Now I know for sure, but I'm gonna say allegedly. I know for
right.
sure Otto gave her my mama address and my sister job because I know this for
Mm.
sure because he's the only one that had it. Nobody else had my mama address and my sister job except Autumn.
How do you know
That's a
that he
fact.
had it? Just because like he threatened it, or how do you know he had
No,
it?
no, no.
He
He
posted
he
something?
showed me. Yeah, he showed me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was in the back. He was in the back chat one day. He was in the and you could see what's going on in the back. And I didn't let him up, but he showed me the house and a job. So that's how I know for sure he the one
Oh,
that gave it to her. And she was on his panel asking for his email. So once she went over there, I know right then and there,
that's
yeah, she
dumb.
got it. Yeah, that was stupid. But that's fine though. I mean, like I said, you know me, Emma. You know, come on, man. You know I ain't gonna sit back and let nobody violate me like
No,
that. I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna move how I'm about to move.
no, no. I
You know,
definitely know you're not. And I think that's what'd you say? Five people are involved. I think that's
five,
I don't know. That's
five people.
crazy.
Yes,
That's
she
crazy to
just
me.
shouted all five of them out, bro. All of them.
Jesus Christ. So let me ask you this. The thing I'm confused about is like coming from Denver. Like coming from Denver to look at your house and then run up on your mom. That's kind of a oh God, that's a lot.
Well, let me clear that up. Let me clear that up because she never ran up on my mom. She called her
Okay.
first. She called and got
Okay.
permission to come over so they can talk. And when she came over, she just when she hit the live button and she went to perform it. She was crying fake. I ain't gonna say the lady was fake crying. I don't know, but the lady was crying and all that. You know what I'm saying? So my mama, she a mother. So of course she
Right.
gonna have compassion for the lady. She like this lady crying and my son saying all this crazy stuff about you know what I'm saying. So she gonna automatically see what she want to see what's going on. So and
Of
that's what she
course.
did. So I respect that. My mama, she ain't gonna be if you get ghetto with her, she gonna get ghetto with you. But she came to her respectful in a respectful way. So
Okay.
my mama listened to her. So I ain't mad at that. I'm cool with it.
And then
But my wife, on the other hand, different story.
right. And then the lady said, I believe she said that she's gonna strike anybody that plays it or whatever because people screen recorded it. And
She not.
what it
She not.
yeah, yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think so either. But what was damn. What was your mom's reaction about like the recording part? Like Obviously,
Gemini, exactly. She deserved her award. You're absolutely
she
right.
deserved an award. Oh, the
I'm
crying
gonna
and
give you
stuff.
my mom. I ain't gonna try to act like all hard and act. I'm gonna just be real.
Right.
Boy, my mama chewed me out. She didn't like that.
Oof. Right.
She
Yeah,
chewed
I'm
me out.
sure that. Damn. Hey, what's up, Beef Sector Queen? Yeah, I would assume that she said something along the lines that don't let that YouTube shit affect me. I ain't got nothing to do with what you do online. I'm sure that was the
Well,
conversation.
she was like, I'm not responsible for what you got going on, and what if that lady would have came at me in a different way, and
Mm,
something else would have happened. Now, what y'all don't know is something was about to take place. Something was about to take place, but my
mm-hmm.
mama stopped. She stepped in before it actually happened, and she took the lady away to a park so them two could talk. But I believe if she would have stayed there, it would have been a different story.
That's what I figured. That's what I figured. So should we? Ah, damn. Now the private investigator, that was a bit much. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's the
damn.
weirdo Kiki. Like she so remember when I showed you that I had a lawyer, I showed
Yep.
you the paperwork with
You sent me the
the
receipts.
yeah with the fake information, because let's be real, Octavius do not stay in Virginia. He stay in Florida.
Right.
So he can't be on that paperwork. He's not a part of that household. So you filed false paperwork. That's why she didn't get the protective order, because Octavius was on there. Another thing is, you didn't actually prove that I was aggressive with you. You didn't prove that I threatened you. Where's the proof? Words are words. I can say what I want out of my mouth, but I never threatened you or your daughter. I just repeated what you said and showed the text messages when I repeated it. So that's why she didn't get the protection order, because they felt like she was playing in their face.
And let me play devil's advocate. I mean, me, I know you well enough where I don't think you harass the daughter or anything like that, but
No,
that
no, 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 no.
it seems like that's the
No,
shocking. I feel like if somebody says that, it almost sounds like the truth. But every time somebody says you mess with my child or whatever, they always subtract like 6, 7 years out. Like you mess with a 12-year-old or a
exactly,
14-year-old.
exactly. Yep,
That's what,
yep.
yeah, when somebody does that, then I start side eyeing the whole situation
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
because
They
it's
just,
painting a picture that makes people look at you worse so that they follow the narrative of the person that's complaining. That's just my thoughts on
yeah,
it. Like, he
yeah.
was talking to my underage daughter and this and that, da, 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 da.
But
But you
I'm
said she
glad.
was married 4 times. So,
She definitely was married 4 times. I got the receipts. I want to ask Gemini to do something for me. Gemini, if you don't mind asking your friend VQ, well, tell her I'll pay her. I'll pay her $40 if she can get that recording of Kiki being on
I
my
was going to ask
panel
that.
apologizing to me. And if she have the recording of her saying that she was going to buy a hotel room in New Orleans and have sex with me. If she have those two videos, I'll give her $40. I swear to God.
Yeah, didn't somebody come
Somebody
in? Did
already
some?
sent me the money.
Right. Yep. I saw on your show that somebody said, you know what? Damn the 20. I'll send her 40. That post was for a show because her sticker and girlfriend who played the recording. Okay. Got it. I want to see, like, obviously this all y'all fake. But anyway, wow. Did that? Jesus Christ! So who could come up with that? That's just Gemini said she'll ask her. That's crazy. If that could come out, that's
Okay,
gonna look
thank you.
real. That's gonna really really go against the fact that she felt uneasy or about you. Hey, if she's gonna come to New
Exactly.
Orleans, but huh?
Yeah, she said it. I was listen. She said it. She said she will get a nice hotel. We will get some drinks, and we're gonna, F. And the
Yep.
crazy thing about it was she was in a relationship with Octavius. That's what really shocked me.
Said apology video and hotel. Oh, okay. Apology video and hotel room and NOLA video. Are you
Yes.
asking Gemini?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm asking her. Yeah.
Yeah, Gemini. So it
Because
would be
she
the video. Go ahead.
yeah, she usually have stuff like that because she'll I ain't gonna lie, she be having her receipts. So she'll usually have stuff like that. And if she do, I don't mind giving her money for it. Even though we don't rock with each other, but I pay her for it.
Wow. So I know. Wow. So you think this is going to turn out to be like a nothing burger because basically you were serious about it. You're like, you mess with my family, whatever, whatever. In this particular situation, I don't think it's fair to you. I mean, because if
Bro,
I did, I would tell you.
it's personal now because it's words. I mean, and I'm not gonna lie. I play with people family too. I call people family. I dox people family. But what I don't do is give their address out. I don't plan for people to pull up on their family and for something to happen the way they did me. So now it's personal, and everybody that know me knows it's about to get dirty. It's about to get dirty.
Oh, I know it is. I definitely know it is. Mike, what you got going on, man? Hold on. Let me get a banner real quick because this is interesting. Uh, what's up, Mike?
What's good? What's good, my guy?
What's good, man?
No,
What you got
chilling.
going on, brother?
Hey, man.
Yeah,
You know,
Gemini.
I
That's what I said.
look. I apologize, but Envy. I'm about to go see what's good with Shorty. You feel me? You know what I mean? And we gonna chop it up. What you think about that?
Hey Mike, why you got a ski mask on, brother?
It's cold outside.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. All right.
No, it's not cold outside.
No, it's
That's
cold
Mike.
outside. It's cold outside. Trust me, it's cold outside. So what you think about that, Envy? I'm about to go see what's good with Shorty.
All right. Mike is gone. Mike is gone because Mike is the individual from the Umar sector who said that he mushed that girl's face in a DV situation. So that's why I didn't know who he was
Oh,
when
so he a bitch.
yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He mushed some girl's face because of the cell phone, and he'd be over in the Umar sector. And just or Tulsa said that she was going to go after him or whatever. So basically, he came up. What he did was come up to say that he's going to go see the girl that he mushed her face. That's why he was wearing a mask. What's up, Sarkonos? How you doing? Yeah, it's weird. He knew I was gonna kick him off anyway because I just don't mess with that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Yeah, Mitri.
yeah.
If you, yeah, she must be back to drinking because oof, she get to act real weird when she full of that liquor. And then also, who up here said, also, Watch from the Cloud said, I believe him. Kiki is a mess. And then the other person is talking about drinking. So I get it. Mike was trolling. Mike, you trolling. Yeah, it doesn't matter, Gemini, if Mike is trolling because Mike admitted to doing a DV situation with a woman. So that's not trolling to me. No, Mitri. I just had to kick him out of here. That's all that was happening. We're gonna move right along. I'm gonna go see her right now. Okay. So you dox, but don't expect anyone to do anything with it.
Um, I'm confused by what you just said, but
Right.
um, I said I dox, but I don't send people to people houses. I don't give out people addresses. I do it. I don't give it to other people to do something to people. They actually was in the background spreading it around. They actually came up with a game plan that almost got the lady hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Almost. So that's
Mm.
what I'm talking about.
What's up, Sunday D? Good to see you. I appreciate you coming through. You got a picture with low hair. I like the picture,
Yeah,
Sunny
cute.
D.
What's your name, Sunday D?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, people have to understand the doxing. Like a lot of people just put stuff out there, but they don't, they don't want anything bad to happen. But when you're now, does this? I'm assuming this goes back to when Audio said he was showing bushes and sitting outside of your house where
Mhm.
he was going to go around the back and
Oh, when
this
he
and
was
that in New
lying and saying, yeah,
Orleans
yeah,
with the
he
bushes and
he
stuff.
ain't. I
Jessica
don't take
said
him
Ken
serious.
is Ken is still the homie, regardless. I don't agree with everything he does, but other people have done things that were, yeah, once outraged about a lot of hypocrisy. Well, it's the fake outrage, I guess, based on who you are, Jessica. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
They're always going to assume Ken's evil. Well, if you put it out there, you essentially giving it to other people, right? Yeah. But to
Mm,
be honest with you, Blue Hugh, I don't do that, but I've been doxxed, but I've never had my address put out. So that's a different
they still
level.
ain't understand what I'm saying. They still don't
I
get it.
think there's a line in the sand. Like, yes, if you put somebody's name or this and that, like that's borderline. Put their name, their job, their whatever out there, right? Or something
Right.
embarrassing about them. But once you put the address, especially where somebody's family is, I look at it a little bit different. Like my line in the sand is don't put addresses out there. But if you put my personal address out there, I would
Mhm.
take it different than you being able to access my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like come after
Yeah,
me, not my
and
mother
and
because
and
go ahead.
and not only that, I'm sorry for cutting you off. And not only
No,
that,
you're good.
they actually came with a game plan. They money was
Right.
exchanged. Uh, plans. Oh, you go do this. We're gonna pay you. Like they was funded the lady hotel room. They was paying for hotel room. Like they was doing a lot of stuff. I don't do all that.
Right.
I'm not. I mean, if I feel some type of way, or you know, what I'm saying, I'm gonna do what I do. But they actually, it took 5 people to come with a game plan over
I know
words.
that's what blows the hell out of me. That's what I mean. I'm like, damn. Yeah, you know what? Like one person was on the let's find them. One person was on the paperwork. One person was on the private investigating. One person was flying from Denver. I'm like, God damn. So RY says so
Yep.
Octavius has once again been caught being in the background setting up stuff. Unbelievable.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
The lady,
Gemini said
the lady
go ahead.
actually was on the phone with Octavius. When she pulled up at the house, she was on the phone. When she said, "Oh well, I was on the phone with my friend," it was Octavius who she was on the phone with. He was recording.
Oh, okay. That's where the recording started. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I,
and
I
then she
mean,
went live.
and I feel like you're conducting yourself better than I figured you would because that would hit me. Because I'm
Mhm.
assuming you're doing that obviously because you want to take care of it in a
Yeah,
way
yeah,
that is legal, right? So
yeah. I
Gemini,
mean,
I'm
my
thinking,
wife and my mom doing. They
right?
told me to. So once
Yeah,
they back
slow
me,
down,
I'm
right?
gonna do it right.
Absolutely. Gemini said, I'm thinking she may have gotten that info when audio put it out. I don't care. I don't know that he has communicated with her behind the scenes.
Nah, I'm gonna get the clip for y'all, and I'm gonna get the clip and play it on my live.
That makes sense. Jessica, people swore kids couldn't be brought up on the platforms yet. Solid Sunny children were brought up on lemons. Jesus,
Octavia say some
that's good.
crazy stuff about her children, and
Yeah,
Lemon did
Brown
not say
Beauty. Yeah, Brown Beauty, you're right. Because basically, if you discuss with somebody else in the furtherance of a crime, it is conspiracy.
hmm
Like all five of those people can get themselves into a serious situation. But just I wouldn't.
Oh,
I'm
Envy,
not saying I
don't
wouldn't. Go ahead.
zip. Don't even worry about it. Look, listen. Don't even worry about it. Like I said, it was 5 people that put their hand in it, and like I
Mm.
said, that lady almost got harmed. She almost got hurt.
Yep.
Now, doxing people jobs because they doxed my wife job. Doxing people, somebody that works at a hospital, that is a crime. That's a crime. That's all I'm gonna
It
say.
is. No, I get it. I get it. And believe it or not, five people is the magic number for Rico. But anyway, how do I know that? Because I've been in interrogation rooms. But anyway. Octavius is in all the background with a bunch of women who are fighting amongst each other. He was involved in the Lady 74 case. Whew. Yeah, I mean, does Octavius do a lot? Yeah. Is it justified? I don't know. But this situation, I think, was an emotional thing because he was in Kiki's favor. I think Octavius wants to be in the favor of Kiki. That's just my own personal
Listen,
opinion.
all Octavius did, all Octavius did was woke up a sleeping giant. I've been asleep since 2023. Now, envy, they're about to see the demon in me. When
Oh
I say
shit.
Octavius is about to get that work, I'm about to give him that work. Watch,
Well,
just
yeah,
stay tuned.
that goes along with what C Soup said. Respectfully asking, now that this situation has affected you and your family on a personal level, will you change how you act, fight, and move on these YouTube streets?
Yes, I will because I see people can't handle words. I see people are weak. I see that they can tell you stuff and they can say stuff to you and your friends, but when you do a rebuttal, they feel some type
Hmm.
of way.
Oh
So
yeah, they
I'm
do.
gonna slack up
Yeah.
on that part. But those five people, it's up. Work. I'm about to work them.
Gemini said, think about what you say before you speak so you don't say anything wrong. She messed up whatever she may have had from talking too much. Yeah, they definitely talk too much. I was like, damn, like, why do I know all these details? How do I know the person that came from Denver? How do I know the person that walked up on the mom? How do I know the person that recorded? It's like the easiest case to solve. I'm like, wow, I don't even need first 48 for this one. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn. His actions will probably get worse. Yeah, we know. And I'm okay with it because honestly, like, just think about that, how that affects somebody. Like your mom coming in saying, yo, what the hell is really going on? Um, a criminal's conspiracy when conspires others to commit a crime, right? What's up, Malik? How you doing? Opinionated said, question so y'all don't think, or wait, question so do y'all think people play about those sick things that have been said about the kids online? People not playing about their kids nor family, people will die about their kids. They will. I would also die about my mom. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I'm gonna be real. I mean, you can say what you want out of your mouth, but are you gonna do it? You know how many times
No,
people done threatened my daughter, said some stuff about my daughter. That don't bother. It's words. Are you gonna do it though?
no. If they tell you, if they give you notice that they're going to do something, they're not coming. That's not what you do. If you've actually, that just tells people, that tells me that people don't know how to respond to certain situations. If you tell me too much about what you're going to do, that means you haven't done it before. When Ken is activated, it's not good. Should have left him alone. Or why? Yep. I already know Ken is, he's already got fire coming out of his ears for sure.
But
Gemini
but
said,
but the go ahead, read Gemini.
go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, but the thing is, all of this started because of they was jumping a disabled woman and talking about her kids, saying all this stuff that
Mm,
her kids is incest and the daddy is whatever with the kids. Like, I mean, the lady, I'm not about to sit back and let no man, no grown man at that, keep attacking this woman like that. Nah,
right.
that's not Octavius is weak. He a bitch.
Damn, I didn't know what happened. Oh, let me ask you this. Since, okay, so I heard you say something about Marcus. So this is why I'm asking, right? Because when Marcus came on my panel randomly one day and we were talking, hanging out, a lot of people went into my comment section. A lot of people went on my community wall. A lot of people were explaining to me that he exploits these, the homeless women, right? And I'm like, okay, well, let me see
Correct.
for myself. And then I looked at the videos. I didn't like what I saw. So basically, I invited him back to be like, "Yo, answer these questions." And he was talking about I pay him $10. The whole thing. How did he come into it? Was he, because I know that it was street sector situation. How did he come into
Yeah.
it? Because he already kind of dropped the ball on his integrity line on this actual platform.
Correct. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I ain't gonna act like I'm innocent. I did talk about his two daughters. I did, because I didn't like him going on Lemon and doing that interview with Lemon talking about Sonny the way he talked about Sonny. So I
Oh,
dragged this to daughters. Now
okay.
all three of us end up getting on the phone, and we hashed it out. We talked about it, and we squashed it. But now
Right.
I heard that he was on the panel with Kiki and Octavius talking
Mm-hmm.
ish. I mean, saying a lot of stuff, but what he don't know is Kiki was the one that gave me your information and sent your daughter pictures to me that I didn't ask for, and his
Oh,
baby mama. So, I mean, hey, it's crazy work
mm,
though, but that's what he wanted to deal with. So, go ahead.
well, don't you think Kiki should be just about as mad at him as she's mad at everybody else? Like, wow. Hey, like, wow. Because obviously you have those receipts. So when somebody avoid that conversation, hey, if I was Marcus, that's the last platform I would have gone on. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like, come
Yeah,
on,
I
bro.
can send you the receipts. It's no problem.
That's crazy. Gemini said, can fight with the ones on here and stop bringing children and family members into this mess. You never know how someone is going to fight back. Yeah, I mean, somebody fights back crazy.
That's true.
Why I know it's not easy. You just tell. Actually, I think never distracting. Let's see. Opinionated said, when you don't have kids, I understand why people don't see how serious it is. Just like
Mm.
with a mother. I look at the kids thing. I literally put like talking about your mother or whatnot, like on the same level, right? I mean, if it's a close family member to you, it sucks. She went to the multiple times because, oh yeah, she says she
See, I
blacked
didn't know
out.
that. I didn't. No, she didn't black out. They paid her. They paid her.
Yep. Yeah. That's what I think too.
Yeah,
Seen
they
it
paid
happen
her.
in Vegas. Wow. Yeah, I think wasn't that the story? That was the story that she blacked out, and that's why she continued to do the situation.
Mhm.
Just to be exactly,
I
this
don't
is
believe
a distraction for me. Oh, you're talking about YouTube bullshit. Words have consequences. Yes, they do. But especially, he used Lemon interview to go after Sonny. Right.
it. Correct.
That was
Yep.
kind of crazy when he did that because
Yeah.
he tried to create like a love triangle weird situation. Is what he did.
But if you
But
know
his
the
shape.
real story, you'll be mad.
Uh-oh. Huh.
Shit. Creep.
Jesus. All I know is once he started that love triangle and speaking about Sonny, speaking about you, and remember I told you like he fake said that he took her on vacation and whatnot, but then Sonny had to clear that up.
Yeah.
But that didn't
Yeah,
come
he
from me.
did. He did took her on a vacation, but uh, it's a lot that y'all don't know about. If y'all hear about it, then y'all gonna look at him real different. Real different.
I figured. I figured, but honestly, once I saw him like give these women $10 and the things that he made them do on the street, I mean, they were on the street and he was having them twirl around and bend over and do this and that, and then some, take some to a hotel room. And, I don't have to say alleged. I watched the damn videos. You know what I'm saying? You're
Yeah, I saw
taking.
that video you talking about.
Yeah, so when I looked into it, I was like, blacking out was an excuse. She put a show for absence or AdSense. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Gemini, I agree.
me too. Me too. I don't know whether they want out of it long term, but it's literally going to be it's going to be interesting. So as I said, I know that you're keeping it light because, the sake of the case, the sake of your family and all that. I just hope that you don't have to deal with that shit anymore because it's coming from, if it's five people, then it's all coming from different places. Because last thing
Yeah.
I heard was, they were trying to clear their names on Lemon's panel saying the paperwork proves that they're not involved in anything. I was like, well, the
But Kiki
paperwork
name is
doesn't,
on paperwork.
well, you can't have it
She
both ways.
right. But look, I'm about to drop down because I gotta give my daughter something. But let
Yeah, you
me.
got it.
I'm about to send you a receipt right quick because
Okay.
you heard what you just said that they was on Lemon panel playing a
Right.
recording of my mother and trying to throw me under the bus. Now,
Yep.
when I did my rebuttal on YouTube cameras, Kiki called the police and said I threatened her life on YouTube
What?
cameras. I'm about to send you the receipt. The detective called. They called me and asked me was I on YTC panel.
Oh,
I'm like, who is this? Hung up.
what?
Man, text me. This detective, so and so. I'm about to send you the receipt. I'm about to drop down. And to
Okay.
show you that it's
Jesus.
real, I send you his phone number too. Just to show you it's real.
That's what's up, man. Jesus Christ. The fucking
I got
detective
you, brother.
called you and said you're on YTC. All right, brother. I appreciate it, man. Jesus. I didn't know that, y'all. Blacking out is an excuse. And you and are you her sector to prove it. Um, so that's very, I didn't know that. So, when we always say like people are watching us and, the alphabet boys are here and all that. So if that happened that fast, that means all in one day. Like, okay, so okay, on YTC's panel, basically what Ken's saying on YTC's panel, he went to get some clarity to the situation and clear some things up. But then thereafter, which is the same day, Kiki called the police, but then the police contacted Ken to see, if he was on YTC's panel talking about the situation. So the receipts that he's sending over will be very interesting because I do want to see what the detective said. But here's what the detective's gonna prove to us, right? It's gonna prove, number one, if it's real. Number two, if they said that they're not on the paperwork, that's gonna be an issue. Then obviously nobody's gonna be able to say that the detective wasn't called, which means that they are concerned about Ken's next movements, which I commend Ken to for keeping it light. But this most definitely isn't over. Now, I don't want to get into the cases. I don't want to go any further with Ken, but I'm definitely, these receipts are going to be interesting. Jesus, the damn detective. So they're that. Wow. So that means that I would imagine Kiki, if it happened that way, I can't say before I see the receipts, but I'm assuming that Kiki sent YTC's video link over there. But then if the detective said something about YTC's platform, we'll see how that goes. And as I said, like, we're going to talk about the stories of whatever the hell happens, then we're going to throw it out in the streets and see, how it shakes out. I tried to do a one and done, but if there's a follow up, because as I said, these receipts are going to be interesting. So so everybody's up to speed. Ken's going to send me the receipts. That now I don't want Ken. I don't want any pictures of anybody. Please don't send that because I know that you said one of the receipts or you were, that Kiki sent you, pictures or whatnot. Now I don't mind about the hotel thing because you're both adults, but I don't, no kids' pictures or anything like that. So that'd be really interesting. So we're gonna, tap in with Gemini and see if Gemini can make that happen. And Gemini on Ken's platform, they did say that they would pay $40. So pass that message along. And that would be the recordings of Kiki saying that they wanted to set up a hotel, which at that point, I would imagine that Ken doesn't care about that part. Ken wants to prove that there wasn't like a inherent issue or any fear or anything like that based on, her wanting to be around him. That's what I would say. I can't stand that drunk Kiki. Um, a lot of people feel that way. When I looked into, the situation or whatever, like that's the overall opinion. Opinionated said, I'm never gonna agree with sexualizing kids. No way. Innocent kids have nothing to do with grown adults going back and forth. 100%. 100%. I don't condone it, nor would I ever do it. But listen, on a daily basis, I'm amazed what I see on YouTube. So, here we are. It is what it is. But again, I want to see how that goes because this is content and I'm going to make shorts or a little bit of video or whatever. And then I'm going to ask Ken what he wants us to do with the receipts. And as I said, like obviously the Kiki one, and then the more interesting receipt would be the, what the detective said. Now I know he said that he was going to give me the phone number and all that other stuff. The only way I'll call the detective is if, something comes up that, we were lying on this panel or bullshitting or trying to, create a narrative, make things worse. Now, if people do say that, I will most definitely call the detective online because I don't like it. I don't do anything behind the scenes like that because I don't ever want people to be like, oh, yeah, well, when Envy gets off here, he goes behind the scenes and this and that. No, we'll call the detective together. You know what I'm saying? If Ken wants it to go down that way, I'm gonna ask. My friend and Ken don't like each other, so I can't make any promises. No, I get it. I get it, Gemini. So I know that's gonna be a little tough to get, but Gemini, like if that person wants to, have their own content or whatever the case may be, that information would obviously be paramount to Kiki feeling like Ken is a threat, because if you do have those receipts, it shows that Ken wasn't a threat. And they anyway, yeah, I know they don't mess with each other. I don't want no username. What's going on with you? I love seeing you out there. I don't want no username. I should have been smart enough to pick that name out before you did. What'd you say? Because guess what? Sexualizing kids is a charge. It is a charge. Woo, this is all wild. It is wild. But I'm glad we'll be able to pull it together and bring it back here. Because when Ken does send me receipts, they are very, very valid. And as I said, the last round of receipts that he did send me is that there was paperwork that came over from. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let me look. Let me look at the receipts real quick, y'all. Yeah, I got that one. Okay. Oh, can you please call? Uh-oh. All right, hold on one second. Let me look at these receipts and see if I can put any of them up here. Hold on. With me, can you please call me back? It's about me. Thanks. Okay. No contact. Oh, wow. Okay. Whew. Now that receipt is from somebody else. I'm glad that they pulled it. One of my, fellow trusted individuals. I do see the receipts. I'm pretty sure that Ken will say that or send the same thing back. So it'll be interesting. Um, you said my friend is a receipts queen in that sector. I'm sure, Gemini. Um, because if Ken is asking for that, usually when somebody's like the receipt king or queen, they got folders and stuff all organized. So I hope we can get that. Gemini, if they say, if your friend says no, like about giving it directly to Ken, maybe ask your friend, on a side note, can somebody else report on it? I mean, I will, or whoever she's comfortable with, because those are dire receipts that basically, I don't know if they debunk exactly what the detective's doing here. I don't know if it debunks, but it is a vital part of it because, Ken has 5 people. It's Ken versus 5 people. You said I just sent the receipts to Arm. Okay. All right, cool. Uh, yeah, RY will get with me, I assume, and send me a message or whatever. Based on, here's what I see. Hold on, this officer. Oh, can you please call me back? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Mm. Let's see here. It sounds like don't make your problem my problem, but that's just me. Yeah, I mean, I'm along those lines as well. Oh, I know it will have to be a middleman. Oh yeah, Gemini. That's what I figured. That's why I threw that out there because I definitely don't think that your friend's gonna like give it directly to Ken. But here, I'll tell you this, Gemini. When I report on something, I hate to leave a cliffhanger because then I don't want to look like I'm, BS in the story. And if somebody else reports on it after I report on it, I don't know if it's gonna, match up. I don't know if it's going to be parallel or it's going to be like bullshit. So Gemini, if I'm the person that reports on it and shows the receipts, that's cool. But if your friend feels more comfortable with somebody else, that's cool. But as a CC out here in the world, if we present something, somebody's going to rebuttal and say, no, it was this, no, it was that. So as I said, if people have verified receipts, whatever the case may be, I feel like they should be able to defend themselves. But yes, Ken, this just came in. I definitely see. I mean, you can't make this up. The reason why I'll say you can't make this up, the receipts that I just got, is because the officer's name is on here. I can clearly look up whether that officer exists. It says, please call me back. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's legit. And let's see here. Hold on, y'all. I'm not gonna look it up or whatever. Hold on. I'm not gonna share screen, y'all. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna look up the officer real quick. Hold on. So we can see how far this is along. And that might help Gemini. That might help Gemini. Let's see. Officer. Hold up. Okay. Oh wow. That was easy. That was really easy. I just looked it up. This person literally hey Ken, is that part public or is it not public? That person is most definitely wow. That was really really easy to take the receipt and cross reference that receipt to what I just looked up. It took 10 seconds. So if Ken's in here, is that part public? I want to know so I can show the people that that the name matches up. Just so that people are like, oh yeah, it's a random officer's name. Let me know if I can put that up here because that's definitely a good piece of information, and I believe that now I feel like just trying through. Let's go, Lolo, aka Just Cankles. Let's see. No, I don't need any of that info. Okay. I was just wondering, Gemini, because some CCs, when they're thinking, oh, should I provide this? Because I don't really mess with that person. Sometimes maybe they feel like they want to provide it to, put any holes in the story or whatnot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I looked them up too. That's crazy. That's I mean, I found it. It's not a him. It's not a him. There's Dee. Hey, Didi, I had somebody on private StreamYard when I opened up the Didi pack, and they saw me more excited than they've seen me probably ever. And yeah, cookies, really? Oh my God, I love you, Didi. I was kind of mad at you for about 5 minutes, but then wow. But anyway, yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, RY, you and I both looked up. Yeah, Dee. I mean, I can't thank you enough. That's crazy. I will promote the shit. Man, listen, I will promote the shit out of you because what you did for me is beyond my wildest dreams of what you put together. That shit's crazy to me. What's up? What's up, Pizarro? How you doing? I saw your other channel today, and I do like the content that you're putting together. And I'm glad that you put it on a totally different channel. But yeah, Ken, where'd you go? So I could see if I could show this officer's name because I know people might call the officers. So I'm just making sure. You know what? Let me chill. Let me chill. Hold on. Let me chill on that because basically, if I put the officer's name and all that other shit in here, the officer might get 25 phone calls in a day. And then it's going to defeat the whole purpose, right? So, what I'm going to do with that receipt and the officer, I'm going to tell you the steps I'm going to do. I'm going to, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not Gemini. Don't pull it. Yep. Exactly, your sunshine. That's what I basically said. So the steps that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna I'll call Ken and I'll say like, Ken, would the officer talk to us in a way where we need to bring clarity to the situation. I don't know. I'll come up with a way. Yeah. Even if I have to call on members only, if that officer would be more comfortable with that, but we'll figure it out. As I said, I'll call Ken and see if I can talk, if I should talk to the officer directly. If we can, we can. If we can't, we can't. But worst case scenario, y'all, if Ken gets paperwork or whatever from, going forward, I will definitely cross references with this officer name because that would make the receipts that he gives me in the future valid. Now, if it's like Officer Joe or some shit like that, it's not going to make it valid. But every receipt. Let me see. Yeah, every receipt that Ken's ever sent me is checked out. I know Ken is a menace, but that's always checked out. Let's see. MVB getting hey, Gemini. Oh yeah. You were in the members only live. I was a mess. Remember me, your sunshine, and Lolo were all trying to look up a timestamp together, and we were. It was puff puff pass, and we were a mess. Isn't it? Officer Kiki is working with. Uh, well, okay, so I'm not going to say the name, but it says, "Hi, this is," or wait, "Hi there, it's Officer Blank with, with New Orleans PD. Can you please call me back? It's about Kiki." So yeah. You're right. Yeah, Kiki would have. Kiki would have either connected with this officer directly, or there could have been a past situation where Ken and this officer had talked before this situation. But we'll break it down. The officer will not talk if it's an open case. True. Okay. I'm dumb when it comes to the police because I don't even know how to call the police. Everybody says, "What the hell are you talking about?" And I said, "I guess you're saying that I could dial 911." I don't talk to police, but I was going to now, I guess. So, yeah, I really think so. Okay. You're right. None of us need to be calling and taking to anyone. Gemini, we're done. We're done with the calling the police. Sometimes I'm on. Listen, sometimes when I'm on YouTube and I'm envy, quote unquote, air quotes envy. I think, okay, what will we do on YouTube? But I'm just, I'm not a crazy person like that. But yeah, I'm definitely not going to call. I put that out there because sometimes I don't know the answer. Sometimes I think I know the answers to the questions I put out there, but obviously, I can't word it in a way that says, should we call the officer? I got to say that I'm going to see how y'all really, really think about it. If it's an officer Kiki is working with, then let Kiki put that out and not you. I will. No, it's done. That's done, y'all. That's done. I'm not gonna call. I'm not gonna bother. I'm not gonna reach out. I'm not gonna do shit. All right. Am I at 9? Yes, Gemini. Okay, good. You stress me out when you talk crazy. Oh my God, Gemini. Why do I stress you out about that? I'll tell you this. I wasn't feeling well as well. So like my vision was blurry. I had all kinds of weird shit go on because of some kind of new medicine that I got. Would you file a police report online? Molly, come on now. Okay, we're just trying to protect you. I appreciate it. I feel protected. All right. I just think once it gets, here's what I'll use it for, y'all. Like seriously, let me remind you, since we decided not to call the officer and do the most, what I will utilize it for is if any paperwork comes through where people are debating, oh, that's fake paperwork, or that's not accurate, or it came from some weird place, or somebody made a fake document. What I will do for sure is cross reference the officer's name that I had so that y'all are in tune with it being, correct. I could cross reference it. What's up, Arts and Crafts? You said talking about calling an officer. Ken was just proving something he wasn't expecting you to do. I know that Gemini. We're done talking about that. Okay, please. Like, I get it. Ken showed me many receipts along the way. You know me. When I do commentary, I interact with you all, don't I? Like, I go through each comment, interact with y'all to ask you a question on what I should do. I put it out there in the most extreme way. If I say I'm going to call officer online live, whoop de whoop, then obviously you all are going to advise me whether that's the right thing to do or not. You know, I can't say should I or maybe or anything like that, but I got you, Gemini. I'm not calling anybody. I'm just gonna, as I said, I'm just gonna use it as a cross reference. Okay. I don't think kids going to prison, arts and crafts. There's nothing to go to prison over in a situation like this. But you know, I want y'all to think about it. As I say all the time, like, I really like the comments below the description of the video. If you guys think anything about it, where we're at, because obviously in the next few days, everybody's gonna have commentary like that's involved. You got Marcus, you got Kiki, you got Octavius, you got audio, you got Ken's mom. There's a lot going on there. So on what they cross reference, at least we were able to talk to Ken directly, and at least I was able to get these receipts. So we're good. I was 20s behind those tears, Flower, from the comment you made about your eyes and your new medicine. I was online with somebody, and it was funny. Like, we sit back here and chill, Dee, and they said, "Can you open your eyes?" I said, "No." I literally said no. So, it's all good. Envy, I need you on my team as a detective to price these contracts on my desk. No, I'm not a detective. If you know my lifestyle, you're sunshine. If I ever contacted the police, basically for any reason, now this is Envy talking about we're going to call the police or this or that. Your sunshine, if I ever talk to the police or the media or anybody like that about, alleged crimes or whatever, I probably wouldn't be here to talk to y'all very much longer. I like how you interact with us. I hate lives where they never read the chat. I try to, because I'm going to have smaller numbers than 75-80% of people that are out in these sectors. So my thing is, I'm trying to get to know y'all personally. So sometimes it's cool not to damn have my chat flying. Obviously it's great to have a bunch of people in here or whatnot, but as I said, I'd rather connect with the people. So I do appreciate that. I try to do that, but sometimes when it goes fast, I get behind in the comments. That's why I got these little stupid ass where did I say? Anyway, I got little banners like this. Comments, a lot is going on. Thank you for your patience. I'm trying to get to you. So if y'all ever see that, don't get mad. That just means that the comments are flying. I know you buy ground snitch. Yeah, there you go. Snitches get stitches. I'm glad. Okay, so since you know to say snitches got stitches or get stitches, you 100% definitely know. Let's see here. Okay. So we're going to get our asses up out of here, but let me make sure. I want to break stuff down real quick. What's wrong, arts and crafts? What you got going on? What you unhappy about? I forgot what you put before. Don't be unhappy. Everything's good. Okay. So, okay, we talked about the play. I'm going to go through each thing. People know how I do the conclusion, whatever. I get made fun of for doing the shit, that I don't have this flair and I don't have this charisma or whatever the case may be. But it's just how I do my show. We talk about the topics. I interact with the comments, and then I make sure we get what we're looking for out of this show. Because how many content creators go completely off the rails and then you forget why the hell we came here in the first place, right? So I'm going to be looking into the play, right? As I said, Janet and Christa and shit, whatever. New Era King and Lemon and all that. That'll be interesting. Now the Sour Patch thing, busting it wide open and pulling out titties and moaning and basically having a happy ending, getting herself the whole way and saying, "Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me." I was like, Sour Patch, goddamn, slow down. But I put that out there, Sour Patch. If you don't care at all whatsoever, don't say shit. If you care, say something. If you want to entertain the crowd, tell me. But since you're not here today, I would assume that you were asked or it was suggested to let that shit go or blow over. But that's just me, in my opinion. Now, Lolo said that her and DRIIP have been friends forever, and that's pretty much what the general population in here agrees. But things changed, and Jesus Christ, the wife decided to call the folks online and to show that they're not divorced. So something happened between them not being friends, being invited to Vegas. Maybe the wife saw a one of the shows or something like that. I don't know. But to be honest with you, it's not that I care, but on behalf of my supporters and the people, I'm going to get into your business. Okay. And then, if somebody does something crazy, you're going to end up in a short video. What'd you say, Christa and Sour Patch is a good fight? Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, Sour Patch hit that link fast. Like, hey, Christa, what's going on? Da, da, da. She definitely hit that link fast, which, as I said earlier, you can go where you want to go, but since Sour Patch hit that link, I was kind of surprised that she was at Vic's the same night, because Vic's been, I wouldn't call it dragging because I don't think Vic can drag, but bringing up shit and bringing up, Audio's grandmother and then all Lemon stuff and this and that, whatever. I just think that, it was very different for her to do that on VIX while that was happening. But you know what? Hey, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. And honestly, it could have been playing in their faces because they were talking about Lemon. Like, hey, let me go do something crazy and make you look crazy. I don't know. Don't care that much. I'm just literally putting that out there because it's drama. It's bullshit. It's something, nominally interesting. Sour Patches would say the makeup on her face tells it all. You tripping. I got in trouble one time watching from the crowds by saying we were talking about sectors or whatever, and I said that she could be the president of the makeup sector and just Christa could be the vice president. I was tripping. I fucks with Sour Patch. I fucks with everybody. Well, no, I don't, but I fucks with Sour Patch. So I said, yeah, that came flying out of my mouth before I even thought about it. But now I got to stand on it. The makeup sector. Vic can't drag, but he can start mess. True. But the problem is, watching from the clouds, we got to listen to Vic for 6 hours to get 30 minutes of commentary. He has to DJ. He's got to take the dogs out. He's got to talk to us about the Bible. He's got to talk about us WWE. Then he's got to talk to us about random things. And then he sits there and convinces us that he has the biggest channel in the world and people bought him cars and, that's why I watch Vic after he's off, so that I can fly through the live and find something that has actually some damn shit. Envy, will you be ready for our? Oh my God! See, the thing is I'm gonna do a reel or something like that when the trolls pop out. I was nervous about saying it because I knew you would pop out. Okay, but hey, I'm for the trolls. Trolls lives matter. Y'all know how I am. I got so many trolls that I could start a damn war. But 6 beef curtains. Look at that. Look at the beef. I love that. Shout out to the trolls. Trolls lives matter. I really do appreciate that. People call me the troll whisperer because when I bring up something that we control, boom, you guys pop up. So as I said, keep hanging in to the camp that because Envy's always going to have your back. I appreciate you taking the time to make that. It's funny as hell. Vic Vicious, he's a Jesus dude. No, he's not. He just thinks he can quote the Bible. That's all. Well, Rob was live and said a little how Janet moving interesting. Wow. Okay. So, but Rob Rack, you got to kind of, sift through the bullshit, to get to, what's actually the case. But that's very interesting that he would jump into the situation and say how Janet is moving. And as I said, your sunshine, that goes along with my theory that these men don't have any problem with the women. They have a problem with the men that have been with the women that they were with. They're not going to admit that. They're not going to admit that, but I'm man enough to tell you that, we're territorial and we're jealous. So therefore, when we try not to be by blaming it on something else, but all those men are jealous that Janet's been with folks and all that other shit. Even though they talk shit about Janet, they're jealous. Okay. Tell my Robbie to stop talking about me. Woo, shit, I love it. Yeah, that's where it came from. Good old Rob. You know what I mean? But Rob always has something to say about what's downstairs in women. I mean, the mustard narrative, now beef curtains, it's crazy. So are we gonna believe Rob about what Ussy looks like, tastes like, whatever? No, not at this point, because this is the second incident. But anyway, Janet showed her meat wallet again yesterday on her own panel. Oh my God, Jesus. Now, if y'all wanna troll her to do it again here, we sure can. And as I said, I always tell people when I'm gonna troll them, let me know if y'all want Janet to come over here and act crazy, because I will definitely troll her to do so. And yes, I'm announcing it, Janet. Okay, but I could still do it, even though I'm telling you I'm gonna do it. But ZX will freak out. ZX will freak out because I was just on the panel minding my own business when Janet was up there. And apparently ZX has plans on her coming to his house next week. And the reason why I said that is everybody thought that it was a virtual house, like his channel. When he was up there like, hey, Janet, do you want to be up here to be famous or not? She was like, he's like, do you want to be famous? He started getting all emotional and shit about it. You want to be famous? I told you that the internet is an addiction. You need to stay off of here. And then like when she didn't really follow his orders, she was like, why didn't you text me? Why did you have to come here and put on a scene, basically? And as soon as that happened, he was like, don't come to my house. I do not want you to come to my house. Hooker, I do not want you to come to my house. And, Lemon was like, oh, he doesn't want you to go over to his channel. But no. He was talking about his physical house. So that's very interesting. That's very interesting that Janet had yet another meetup with ZX, but ZX got emotional about it. That was the funny part about it, to be honest with you. She's disgusting. L Blue, that seems to be the general consensus, L Blue, that she is off the rails. She opened her legs while wearing a short dress and showed the goods. She on her live. Oh my God! So she porn bombed herself. Wait a minute. See, that's why people looked at me crazy on YTC. Not looked at me crazy because I don't know what they were looking at. We're all pictures. But that's why people reacted the way that they did when I was on YTC's and, I said, when we did get together online or whatever, she was lying down. So I can actually, I can definitely actually see, I could actually see where that narrative came from. That people took it a little bit too far when I said that. Did they live in the same state? Yes. Yeah, they both live in the same state, L Blue. So it's not like a grandiose plan of get your plane ticket, fly out, or anything like that. Yeah. I guess it's a short drive. From what I've heard, it's a very short drive. So I don't think that they have to replan plane tickets or anything like that. I'm gonna give Baba some dome. Yep. Oh my God. Yes. I mean, hey, with the way that her mouth is, it would probably be like sloppy toppy, to be real with you. But you know, excuse me, ladies. Excuse me, ladies. I'm just being a man, and she just appears to me like she would be all over the place, sloppy toppy. ZX want to see those beef curtains. I want to show y'all. So, oh, there's Ghetto. Hey, y'all. There's Ghetto. I got something for Ghetto. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. But Ghetto, hit the panel for literally 3 minutes. I'll be right back, y'all. Okay, sorry, y'all. Ghetto's here. All right. Hey, Ghetto, let me put let me put my earpiece in. Sorry, y'all. I know that I probably didn't tell you that I was grabbing the receipt. What's going on, Ghetto? You doing good?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell you up to though. Don't pull me in no crap.
Oh, I'm up to something. Okay,
Yeah, no.
so
Why you doing that to me?
I'm gonna take Ghetto from this from his woman. There's beef cartons. Oh man. All right. There's Victor Bone. What
See?
up, though?
Nah, this ain't good.
What
This
up,
ain't
though?
good, Happy. What you
No, it's
doing,
not. I mean,
bro?
yeah, it's not great. It's not the
Why
greatest
you
thing.
doing this to me then?
I got a receipt. You did it. Like I got a receipt of what
Oh, I
you
did
said.
it.
Oh
I did it.
yeah, yeah. You definitely RY. I've been waiting for this moment.
Go
Um,
ahead.
uh, um, so she had clothes on. Your cam date, yes. Your sunshine, Jackie. Jesus Christ. She doesn't. That's not a woman that I would want her clothes to be off. We'll just leave it at that. What is wrong with these old ass women showing their aging coochies and sagging it? All right, y'all. So we're gonna start off with something funny, and then then we're gonna bring Ghetto in. Ghetto, I'm so glad, man. I'm so glad you pulled up because you could explain yourself. Let's watch something funny first before Ghetto won't even come off of mute. He's getting himself together. But let's watch this first, and then we'll go to get.
Yeah, let me get a 3-piece with the extra crispy and 2 biscuits on the side.
You got it. Would you like a drink?
I took the floor.
Ma'am, you okay?
I'm stuck. I fell through.
Are you ready, Ghetto?
That's AI, bro.
No, I don't care about that. No, 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 sir. I don't care about that. I was just wanting to laugh before. This is kind of tragic, Ghetto. Okay, and you gotta explain this to us. Look at RY saying Envy's been waiting. All right, here we go, Ghetto.
I heard Rex.
I have to watch this a couple times.
I heard Rex. I was
Absolutely.
falling. I heard Rex screaming my name, but you was digging in his ass. I heard Rex. I was
Absolutely.
falling. I heard Rex screaming my name, but you was digging in his ass.
Ghetto. Can we get some kind of explanation there?
Meaning
Ghetto
digging in his
speechless.
ass is an old
Okay,
I
school.
heard Rex. I was
Absolutely.
falling. I heard Rex screaming my name, but you was digging in his ass.
It's a pause moment for
D-
sure from today.
I mean, were you guys having a three like?
No, digging in his ass mean
Yeah.
I'm at him. I'm
Oh,
it's the East Coast thing.
hey,
It's the
hey,
old
hey,
school
people!
East Coast thing.
Here goes this troll demon.
It's before the pause. It's before the pause days.
I need to know. Let me see, Evie. If I knew you were collecting some sound bites, I would have assisted you. Could you please assist me further? Um, So let's break this down,
I
Ghetto.
heard Rex. I was
Absolutely.
falling. I heard Rex screaming my name, but you was digging in his ass.
How was Rex screaming your name while Lemon was digging in his ass? Let's get to it.
No, I
Let's
said
go.
I've been digging in his ass, meaning I've been poking at him. Pause. It was a pause moment, but it's an old school phrase.
Yeah. Ghetto
Pause.
wants
It's
Lemon
an
for
old school
himself.
phrase,
Look at
meaning
your
I've
troll
been
right here.
seeing the.
Ghetto wants Lemon for yourself himself.
Oh man, that's wild.
Well, it
That's
sounds
wild.
like oh
That's wild.
my, say your name while
That's
dragging it.
wild.
Say
That's
your
wild.
name while digging. It's a scary
That's
thought.
wild.
Hey, Ghetto can't get out of this one.
Nah,
RY,
look
what's
up,
up?
y'all. It's
Hey.
and the trolls already got it, so
Oh.
it's no sense in fighting. When you hold your L, you hold your L.
Ghetto.
I just came to say I am so proud you didn't run like normal.
Nah.
Oh, I thought he was up out of here. I thought he I thought Ghetto was gonna say,
Nah.
all right, that's my
All right, I
cue.
gotta go. I
Look,
just got out of a meeting. I gotta go.
all right, RY.
Yo, you dirty, bro.
Molly said it's the digging that was the extra.
Ah, shut up.
Exactly.
Look at this shit. All right. I rebuke the statement in the name of Allah.
Yeah, I'm about to eat
Not
this.
break down, not break down. Break down
Not
my
break
name.
down my day.
That's worse. You're digging in your ass. Hey, everybody. I want y'all.
You're
Thank for the
supposed to be my
headphones,
man.
Adrian.
You over here using me for jokes and shit. But go ahead, carry on.
I mean, wait. Ghetto wants Lemon. Wait,
Hold
Ghetto
on,
wants
wait.
Lemon where you were kicked out of Jay Wilson's chat. I feel like you had him heated the other day. Oh,
Huh? Wait, ghetto wants lemon. Where you huh? Molly, what are you saying?
I
Wait,
think he's
ghetto.
talking about
So,
one of the
you
troll
kicked him.
names.
Oh, okay. What the heck? What?
Ghetto. Ghetto, this is never going anywhere. This is for
I heard
life.
Rex. I was
Absolutely.
falling. I heard Rex screaming my name, but you was digging in his ass.
Very proud to have this troll moment over my head.
You know, I'm surprised Malik ain't hit this panel yet.
Yeah, that's all I need. My guy,
Oh.
my
Yeah.
guy.
Oh.
I'm talking to you're talking to the troll page. Hello, everybody. I'm from NYC, born and raised. I never heard any man say that crap. It's not an
Oh,
easy
shut up.
cause thing. It's your thing. Hey, shout out. I'm so glad you dropped down because
We
Ghetto
definitely
and
took on the
East Coast.
basketball court. I'm digging in this pause, man.
Oh, it's this
Digging in
troll
your
page
ass,
that
brother.
is sick. Ghetto wants lemon for himself.
Yeah.
I
Ghetto
know.
one slam for himself.
That is
Hey,
sick.
now you guys, it's gonna get worse, Ghetto. I'm gonna make sure I play it every
I
show.
heard Rex. I was
Absolutely.
falling. I heard Rex screaming my name, but you was digging in his ass.
And you were cammed up. I appreciate that, Ghetto.
Oh,
Look at this. The general consensus is
ew.
it is not a lie. Look at
Hey,
Ghetto. He can't even
Adrian.
talk. I thought he'd
What
be
I'm
out of here.
supposed to say?
I thought he would all of a sudden his goldfish drowned and all kinds of
Oh,
other shit.
there's so
look,
much
Gemini
pause in this chat.
Gemini's looking out for you and said pause. There we go. Pause. Hey,
Now, Ghetto,
but
what made
Ghetto,
you say that?
This was what was this? This was Rex was up there, but like 2 nights ago.
Mhm.
So
So,
that's no explanation, Ghetto.
she asked what answered the question. Asked
so
and
what
answered.
what made you use that particular phrase? That's what I
I
want
don't
to
know.
know.
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I
It's
live on the
like
East Coast and
Ghetto
I ain't
was
never
caught
heard nobody say
red-handed.
that.
Like
What you mean
he,
caught
he goes,
red-handed?
I don't know. I don't know.
He said there was such
Oh,
grace
digging
and
in his
elegance.
ass.
Ghetto. He He said that was look at arts and crafts. He said that was with such grace and elegance.
One
If
thing
a
I can
man say some
appreciate
shit
about
like that,
Ghetto
I
is
would
Ghetto
run, right?
doesn't mind the trolling. Ghetto does not
I
mind
know
the
he
trolling
doesn't.
at all. That's what
And
makes
ghetto
it great.
oh, and ghetto knows that I get a hold of I get a hold of plenty of shit. Oh my. All right, y'all. We're gonna do
Yeah,
a
I'm getting
final
ready to
vote
drop so
here.
you gentlemen can
A
talk.
final
Bye.
vote for
All
what?
right, RY.
A final vote
All
for what?
right, we're gonna do this is gonna be the final listen. You know what I'm saying? Ghetto is pleading, he can't plead the fifth because it's here, but I'm gonna ask him for an explanation. We're gonna get down to the bottom of
I heard
this.
Rex.
Absolutely.
I heard Rex screaming my name, but you was digging in his ass.
All right, Ghetto. This is your chance, okay, before this
The
gets
what
crazy.
chance? I just told you what it is. It's an old school saying.
Who made up the saying that
I don't know,
you
man.
dig it in somebody? Who did that, Ghetto? You're saying it's a saying. Where'd it come from,
It
Ghetto? Sounds
is.
like it was a
It's like it's
personal thing
supposed
with
to say, I'm
you.
taking it to niggas' asses, man. Pause. Say pause back there.
Ghetto, Ghetto, you just said I make it seem like you're digging at niggas' asses, bro.
I swear I'm not making this up, man.
Ghetto,
I'm not
you look
making
like
this
you're trying
up,
to talk
man.
yourself out of stealing candy
Cause
from the
I'm
corner
just thinking
store.
about how different it was in pre-pause times and in post-pause times. How the hip hop culture changed. How what was acceptable is not once no longer acceptable. We definitely said that. I want to try to keep convincing myself we didn't say that, especially on the basketball court. Yo, we digging in their ass, bro. They can't rock with us. It's just,
Ghetto's coming up with all kinds
I'm
of
keeping it a
round and
stack,
around.
bro. I'm keeping it a
Look, Crafty
stack.
said I'm big East Coast. Never heard this saying.
Yeah, see, everybody go black out on me now. It's
Hell no,
okay.
Ghetto, that's your saying. But
I swear to
wait,
God,
hell no, Ghetto, that's your saying by your damn self.
see, this is bad.
And
This is
see, if
all
I said
bad.
it, but if I told Ghetto that we heard him say that without evidence, he'd be all no. Ghetto, come on, man. Salute to Ghetto and his ability to take the trolling. That's what RY said. Look
Nah,
at Cat.
because it's no coming back from this right now till the next news
No.
cycle.
What'd you say? There's no coming back to it because of what?
Until the next news cycle.
I heard Rex.
Absolutely.
I heard Rex screaming my name, but you was digging in his ass.
Holding this till I came in the room. There's ghetto, there's ghetto. I'm like, God
Right.
damn.
You're like, wait a minute, hold on. I don't have nothing to do with nothing. I just
Yeah, I'm
wanted to
like,
get your
don't put
take.
it in the...
Ghetto has absolutely no explanation, y'all. we're gonna give him 24 hours to come up
I
with some
definitely
bullshit.
had an explanation. It's something we used to
Okay, well
say
go
back in
ahead.
the day.
I'm
I
on
don't know
mute.
why. It's something we used to say back in the day before pre-pause era. Pause culture changed everything. There was things we said on rap labels you and rap records you can't say no more. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know
Hey
what
y'all. Hey y'all, that was terrible. That's it. Are you sure that's your final answer,
that's my
Ghetto?
final answer. I was gonna give some examples, but I'm just gonna leave it alone, man. But
Can we
yeah,
get
we
an
used to be on the
example? You said
basketball
basket.
court like, yo, man, we digging in y'all pause.
There you got somebody for you. I'm in NC and I've heard it all my life. Gemini, no, we're not letting them out of this. But you have somebody in the chat that's that's going down
Gemini's
the
the
hill with you.
best.
This will haunt you
Gemini's
for
the
years
best.
to come. We don't forget shit. That's what
They
the
digging in
chat.
our ass, bro.
I'm from the South, and my folks in Florida would say, I'm going to break my foot off in your ass. Never what Ghetto said. I mean, he brought two men into it. That's the
That's
thing, right?
close.
He brought two men into it though. He said, you know,
That's pause
Rex was
in
screaming my
today's
name while
breaking
you
my
were
foot
digging
off
it.
in your behind is pause in today's culture. Ain't supposed to have nothing to do
Now
with
we're
the
talking
man.
about hip. We're talking about everything but the issue.
I'm just
Hip
keeping it
hop.
a stack, bro. You trying to make? I wish I'm like, are you saying it wrong, ghetto?
Yes.
Nah, you not.
Just myself and common sense. Yep, Adrian. Yep, just myself and common sense. Look,
Oh
ghetto is
Lord.
ghetto is mid. Honestly, I've heard it. However, it's stated in a sexual manner. But will you guys consider it's on a YouTube panel and it's about Rex and Lemon? So,
It wasn't about lemon. It had nothing to do with lemon. See,
what do you mean it had nothing to do with Lemon? Here we
it,
go.
it
Look,
was only
if you say lemon to get whatever you say after you say lemon to ghetto, it's not true. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what's up? Vibrant's in here. Okay, so we're gonna get an honest opinion from Vibrant. Vibrant doesn't
always,
lie. Okay.
always
Can we agree that Vibrant's a good source of, you
amazing,
know, common sense?
amazing,
Amazing, right?
amazing,
Okay.
amazing.
So Vibrant, damn, damn a vote, and damn all that, Vibrant. I want you to type about this. Okay, what is your initial reaction?
No, what? Nah,
What
nah,
is your
nah, nah. You
here's
want to give it to
yeah, yeah,
Vibrant with no caveat?
here's how ghetto sounded.
You're foul, bro. You're foul. You're foul. I think now RY is time for you to
You don't say digging an ass to a bad name, not a good look. Why? Okay, all right, Vibrant.
leave. RY, now it's time for me to leave.
No, it's not. Hold on. Let Vibrant bring light to
Nah,
this, and then you
nah,
could go ghetto. Don't run,
nah, because you want
because
to
you know
play
what
with the
Vibrant. Don't
content.
run, ghetto. All right, Vibrant. Just so you don't, you know, just so I'm not picking on ghetto, we're gonna leave him here. All right, here we go. Listen carefully, Vibrant. I'll play it twice.
I heard Rex.
Absolutely.
I heard Rex screaming my name, but you was digging in his ass. I heard Rex.
Absolutely.
I heard Rex screaming my name, but you was digging in his ass.
Ghetto, you fucked up. You
No,
got
but
it.
Lemon was digging in his ass. I got it. That means tearing him up, ripping him a new one. It's old school talk. Yeah. Now I got it even better now.
Oh, so it's old school, and it's hip hop, and it's pre-pause era, and all kinds of other
It's
shit.
definitely
All right.
pre-pause.
Okay. So Vibrant is you guys listen. And I did tell a couple people, I said, I can't wait to see. I said, man, when Ghetto gets into the chat, it's up. Wait, Noble stayed longer than you, Ghetto. Okay. All right. I think it's hilarious. Okay, but all right. Your sunshine. I know I'm nervous. I'm nervous what Vibrant's going to say. You think it was hilarious. Okay. So we all think it was hilarious, but how zesty is it? Vibrant. I think maybe. Okay, now we got to break it down. Like, okay, somebody was yelling and then somebody else was digging an ass. Okay, so let's break this down a little bit better. Thanks for sticking around, Get. I appreciate it. Let's go,
I
y'all.
heard Rex.
Absolutely.
I heard Rex screaming my name, but you was digging in his ass.
I love it. Ghetto, we've all slipped up and said some horrible things. But you know, I just wanted to let you know that we had that
Nah, but
information.
we all don't
We are
ride it like
concerned.
this. We all don't ride it until we slip up and just move on. You riding this shit like a dead horse.
Absolutely. I think the pilgrims invited that same when they hung with the Indians. Uh-oh, very zesty. All right, too damn zesty. Uh-oh. All right, Vibrant, Ghetto's going to drop when we get your explanation, Vibrant. We definitely need very zesty, very spicy. Very spicy. Sounds like Shakim. Very zesty, very spicy. We all don't ride it until we slip up. You know what though, Ghetto? People will get tired of it soon. Okay. It will remain in the archives for life, but people will definitely get tired of it. I promise. All right. Vibrant's getting together the unbiased opinion here. He's been trying to make something stick tonight, Ghetto. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Here we go. All right. You have to consider that Ghetto is the people's man. He truly is that versatile. So in view of that, I say not zesty, but rather relatable. Uh-oh, there you go, Ghetto.
I'm out of
So
here.
Vib
Vibrant to
so
save the day. That's what I like to see.
Vibrant did save the day. All right, Ghetto, we'll holler at you, man. I'm still going with zesty, but Vibrant. All right, we'll consider that. Okay, we'll put that at the top of the pile to under things that we're considering. But I'm going with zesty. All right, Ghetto and Evie is the king of one-liners. Envy trolled Lolo, now Ghetto. True. Envy trolls everybody. You know what I mean? Not only do I troll everybody, but I talk crazy. And if your name gets inserted into some dumbass shit that I say, I'm sorry in advance, but I'm not going to stop because I don't know how. There's a difference between shameful versus embarrassing. That is very true. I wouldn't say, yeah, we'll give Ghetto a little bit of grace. He's not shameful, but that was awfully embarrassing. He's more of a man. He's more of a man's man. Oh, it sounds zesty. Oh, okay, Gemini. See, Gemini, if Gemini says something, we have to take that very serious because Gemini is like F everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gemini usually takes the side of the underdog. You know, I can tell that with Gemini. Yeah, but that's too honest. But I'm on mute. I'll be on mute. Number 6 7. You talk about the beef curtains again. Let's go. Oh yeah, Gemini. It's definitely all in fun for sure. I could certainly understand how most could hear zesty, but then again, we all listen differently, unfortunately. You know what, Vibrant? Hey, as a troll, perception is everything. Um, I don't care what the truth is or what the narrative is, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody, as long as it doesn't like affect their real life, go after their family, dox them, whatever. I'll let people hear it, and I will help whatever is most bullshit. I'll go with that side of the narrative, just because when I'm trolling, okay, I will tell you when I'm not trolling, but I'm going with the narrative of zesty because it fits a little bit better and it's going to make my receipt last longer, okay? Or awkward. Okay, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. I think shameful, embarrassing, and awkward. I think that's the best word out of the whole situation. Versatile in what sense? They get in as plus versatile equals a whole different conversation. Versatile, aka verse, means a man is on top and a bottom. Woo, Jesus. Who's running out of here? I saw somebody run. Oh yeah, you ran from the smoke. I see Ghetto in places where most wouldn't fit on or fit in, probably fit in, and he seems to always be able to blend. No, he does. Vibrant. I love Ghetto. Like from a perspective of him and I used to scratch back and forth. Him and I used to argue. Him and I used to try to out troll each other, embarrass each other, whatever. So I'm not doing this to Ghetto because he's a good sport. Ghetto could take it. He's not going to leave like this panel and go complain and cry and do all that shit like that, you know, but you know, Ghetto and I have been trolling each other forever, but I've always told Ghetto when I've always told Ghetto to be careful because people like me are around. And if you say some dumb shit, I'm going to find it. Okay. Or somebody, you see, when I call for a troll page, it drops down within about 4 or 5 minutes. Right. So, yeah, I got a lot of friends out here. I've always been a one man army, but you know, not with my, you know, not with my trolls out here. I'm not a troll. That's my issue. Adrian, I didn't say you were a troll. I know you're not a troll. I know all the trolls. I swear I love me some Vibrant. I love how she makes sense of everything. Vibrant does make sense out of everything. I need Vibrant. I will crash out, and Vibrant is protected at all costs. See, Envy, why I say think before speaking. If Ghetto would have thought before speaking, he would have worded it differently. He definitely would have, Gemini. And Gemini, I always really appreciate the fact that you have a lot of emotional intelligence because I remember one night, I don't know what the hell was going on, but you and I had a disagreement and you came right back to members live. So I thought you were going to be gone forever, Gemini. I didn't yell at you, cuss you out or anything like that, but we had a little bit of a scuffle, I guess you can call it. You're waving, you got wine and headphones. So are you waving bye or are you waving hello? Your sunshine, okay, Vibrant. That's a very good point, and that's one thing. Just commend Ghetto for. He can yes, he can blend in anywhere. He's a good sport too. Like when I played that, like honestly, I would have to think about a lot of people's feelings in different situations before I played something like that. But I know Ghetto's a good sport. He's a cool dude. He blends in anywhere. So therefore, I knew that we were going to take it as funny. I'm not sitting here trying to present some receipt that says that Ghetto is zesty or anything like that. I mean, me personally, I don't need a receipt. I would just tell somebody what I thought of it. I didn't see that. Yeah, he's a good sport. Ghetto is cool, but what he said is not true. You know what I'm saying? And you watch from the clouds, so you see it all. I think you should have used a different choice of words. But at the same time, though, honestly, I catch myself like damn near saying some dumb shit. So I get it. Adrian, me neither. I don't know how to troll. I'll teach you, Gemini. Yes, he is. Y'all both have an understanding. Yep, we do. Huh. And when Ghetto, as soon as Ghetto heard me call him up to the platform, he knew it was going to be some bullshit. Please watch, listen to the shorts. And oh, yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I make a lot of shorts and I make a lot of short videos, okay? Please, the people that are in the chat and the people who are not, people that are new or whatever, I put videos up of crazy shit like that. Please don't just think I'm live. Go look at my uploads, please, because what I do is I take a highlight out of the show and I'll make like a 2 minute to 6 minute upload. You can watch that to figure out if you want to watch the long version of the live. Now I do quick shorts as well, so take a look at those. Engage with me. If you see a video or whatever, I'd love to communicate with you all in the comments. Not the comments here, but the comments below the description after the video is over. Yep, in general, Adrian. Let's see, what do we got? I'm sad, Envy, you didn't sing. I told you I would stop. Your sunshine, because I thought it got annoying to you, but I will do it. Thank you. No stranger on social media will control my emotions. I'm not going to be cussed out or cussing into my phone. Right, Gemini? I always laugh at people. I always say, stop spitting on your phone, getting so upset. Okay. I'm like, damn, like it's not that serious. But Gemini, trust me. Like, you know how many people have like held it against me sometimes when I'm like, yeah, hey, go chill out, go sit down for a minute. All right. But I got to sing. Now I got to build this all up. Now it's all built up that I'm going to sing Your Sunshine. Let the digging begin. Oh, yes. Listen, this is why. I mean, hey, digging in asses. This is exactly why I always say I love, like, do I need to show anything to y'all any different? Yeah, you guys see me move around and some people hate and some people say don't support him because he's not this and that. I'm not going to share him out, whoop-de-whoop. But you know what? That's why I love the trolls. And I just want to make this clear. I know who most of them are, but at the same time, let me make this clear. People are like, why did you say that people don't troll in your chat? I don't mean people don't troll in the chat. I mean that they don't troll me. They don't troll the chat. They don't mean any harm. Trust me. But outside of my platform, oh yeah, they might go out and drive you nuts. Okay. And what I'm going to do one day, troll, I'm going to have a troll day, okay? Where I'm going to tell you, hey, all these situations are going on, and here's what we're going to do. As I said, usually I do that in members only live, but you know what? I'm going to do a transparent trolling. But shout out to you. I really do appreciate you taking the time to make that account. Digging it asses. Let the digging begin. I love it. That like keeps the narrative going. It keeps it funny too. I know, RY. You know, you call me the troll whisperer. I love it. Like I really do. I know that like content creators say, "Oh, this makes me feel this way," and "Oh my god, I'm so happy about that." But I always talk about it. I'm so proud that I trolled for so many years that I got them on my side. All right, digging in asses is Janet style. Okay, here we go. You are my sunshine, my only. Oh yeah, y'all. I'm not a singer. I'm not a singer. So don't evaluate me for that. But she said that she feels sad she didn't get her song, and it's been a while. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know if. Oh no, you never know how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I'll cam up on the next members only live and I'll make it real theatrical. Okay, your sunshine. All right. Damn, people did. Oh. All right. Here we go. This is exactly why you are the troll whisperer. I know. All right, let me do it one more time. All right, sunshine. Since I forgot and I waited to the end, I feel bad. So you get another run. All right, I'm gonna do my best this time. Let me drink some water. Okay, here we go. Let me breathe. Okay. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know if, or you never know that how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. I need to work on the other. I don't know why I keep forgetting that one word. So I'll tighten up on that. But that's the best I can give you today, sunshine or your sunshine. Y'all don't laugh at me when I put a comment that I think the CC may not like me disagreeing. I leave the live so I won't hear it when they no. No, Gemini, I always say that this is the best place to agree with the CC or disagree with the CC. That's why I interact with every comment because everybody's opinion, everybody's comments, feelings, whatever matter. Like, why would you be in the chat if I'm not saying this to you directly, I'm saying it in general. People shouldn't be in a chat to just rah sis goomba with the CC. I will always, I always consider what you say and answer to the best of my ability. Don't ever think that I'm going to cut you out or say something crazy if you don't agree with me. Many a times if I said, yeah, I'm a little bit off base there, you're more right than I am wrong. I'm cool. Gemini. Oh, yeah, anytime, your sunshine, I got you. You know what I mean? And see, the thing is, I'm even willing to make an ass out of myself, Gemini. Like somebody wanted me to sing the Mr. M song. In kindergarten, we were waiting for our letter. Like there'd be characters A through Z. And my first, the letter of my first name is Mr. M. And when he did his thing, I sung along with it and looked like a complete idiot. But it's all good. Anything for my supporters, okay? I wouldn't sign you. I hope not. Shit, listen, if you sign me, you'd probably there'd be two things that could happen to you. You could be on administrative leave, or you could lose, or just flat out lose your job if you sign me to any kind of music, anything. You know how long I've been in the industry, and I've never had a mic in my hand on the stage ever. Just kidding. Love you, Eddie. No, I got you. I appreciate it. Your sunshine. Rah, shish goomba. If you said something to me and I didn't respond, it's because I left. I get the last word in my head. Right. Damn it. And Gemini, the only part that bothered me at all whatsoever is you said, I'm leaving. I'm done. I'm like, what the hell? I mean, I just don't like people to announce that if they're upset with something or whatever, go dust yourself off. I don't want people to, feel like they have to be around here if I'm like really, really getting on their nerves. But yeah, you definitely got the last word in. I just didn't want you to say, all right, y'all, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? But that's all, Gemini. That's the only thing. I think I said something to you like, okay, well, get out, or don't let the door hit you in the ass, or what are you waiting for? Or do you need new tennis shoes to run faster to get the hell out of here? Some crazy shit I probably said to you, but Gemini, you're a member and you hit the panel and members only live, and I know you don't hit panels. So I always feel good about you. And I actually said something to somebody later in the night, and they're like, yeah, that really means that, Gemini is a part of your core supporters because she's still rocking. So I appreciate you. I'm going to put the, okay. That's cool. That's cool. We can go with that. We can go with that. What do we got here? Houston Cadillac Queen. Thank you for being a member. I used to sing that to my baby. She's fine now, she's fine now, but I know she's fine. Okay. I'll take the new sneakers. What kind do you want? Your sunshine. We can work on that. Let me know what you want. Now don't pick out some $1,400 vintage Jordans or some shit. And I thought that we were gonna you said she gone now. Oh, you're talking about, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. So you mean like okay, I used to sing that to my baby. She's fine now, but I know she's fine. Okay. Oh, okay. You mean she's gone. Okay. Sorry to hear that. Maybe I'm reading it right. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. I didn't mean to laugh at anything. I thought that you were saying something funny, but if she's gone in the way that I think she is, my condolences, and I didn't mean to laugh. I don't know. Sometimes I follow the comments wrong, but I'm very compassionate about people's losses. Yeah, my puppy. Oh, okay. She's gone in the Rainbow Bridge. Yeah. Yep. I always say, whether it be a pet or a human, if the body goes away, all that happens is you change your relationship with the person or the pet. Oh, your sunshine. So now, oh, Jesus Christ. I knew it. What the man? Listen, there you go with that. There y'all go with that red bottom bullshit. Jesus Christ. I don't know why you women want them damn shoes. As soon as you, man, listen, if somebody steps on your shoes, that's like a $4,000 mistake. So I don't know where you're getting it from $1,200. Those are definitely bootleg. Hold on. I don't even remember. Let's see here. Yeah, they definitely. Let's see. We got Christian Moore. All right, we got some red bottom boots right here. The red bottom boots are $2,895. No woman could ever get me to buy shoes that expensive. Now, luggage and bags and all the other shit that are gonna last, sure. A woman can get me to come off my money for that, but shoes, never. No, mama healed. Oh, I'm tripping. It's cool, it's cool. She was an amazing girl. Oh, okay. Cool. I wear nothing red. Oh shit. Oh shit. That means you wear blue, right? Blue or black. Am I correct? You wear blue or black. Mm-hmm. And you don't even have to say less. Let's see. What'd you say? I ordered 8 grand in red bottoms after my divorce on him. I sold them all. They hurt too bad. Yeah, I heard that they're definitely not high quality. Women be limping in $3,000 shoes. Like, what's the point? I'd rather get you some comfortable shoes and have you I know that your sunshine. That's exactly what I said when you said you didn't wear the other color. Jesus. But you know what? Hey, shout out to blue and black. If you know what I'm talking about, And when I say blue and black, not just blue, but blue and black, then you know. Or blue and orange, then you know. But anyway, your sunshine, I thought that we were gonna do these bets. I thought we were gonna do these college football bets, your sunshine. We're supposed to, strategize that situation, do these damn bets or whatnot. And where's my money? Where's my money? You said you won off of my team and you were gonna give me the proceeds. Where's my money, your sunshine? I'm just playing. I would never demand money like that from a woman. Just male drug dealers. That's all. You know what I mean? But that was a long time ago that a hobby was robbing drug dealers. But anyway, yeah, your sunshine. I would like your answer to that, ma'am. That's a two-part question. Where's my money? And we need to put in more bets. Are you down? So I'll wait for your answer. Do 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 do. And then we will get right the hell up out of here. I know I'm still keeping like 56 of y'all in here, which are my core supporters. All that stuff at the beginning are people in the bushes. Hey, I'm down. Okay, good, good, good. Okay. So basically what we'll do, your sunshine, is I'll put maybe in members only or something. I don't know. I'll put like the lines in there. The only people I'm not going to bet on Ohio State or Notre Dame. Okay. Other than that, we're good. What are we betting on? College football. Fun live envy. I appreciate it. Watching from the clouds. Yeah, I try to keep things light. I try to keep things cool or whatever, because let me tell you, it's damn near impossible to sit up here for 3 hours and 30 minutes by myself. Because I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying? In person, I get crazy. Yeah, I'll dance. I'll do backflips. I'll, put some drinks together for you, cook, turn on some music, DJ, act like a fool, jump on the motorcycle and be reckless and stupid. But you know what I'm saying? What up, Queen Pisces? Hey, Envy, bro. Appreciate you. I love Baby Queen Pisces. That's one of my favorites. You said this was a great and interactive live. I appreciate that. I like how we got through the little subject lines and whatnot. I guess I'm supposed to have more charisma. Hey, but I can't be fake. That's not even how I act. Okay. What was I waiting for your sunshine to say? Oh, that I will. I just made some curry chicken and rice. It was a fun live. Ghetto was a good sport. Absolutely, First Lady. Absolutely. Your sunshine. Send me my name. Okay. Send me do you have, yes, you have IG. That's a dumbass question. You're in the industry. But exactly how my name is, or exactly how my name is spelled is my IG. Send me a request, your sunshine, because what I'll do is I'll send over the lines. As soon as the lines come in, I'll send them over and we can do parlays, teasers, whatever. We can do over-unders, anything you want. Or we could just bet on the full lines, or we can bet on the first half and then see if we need to switch our bet at the second half. So I'm not a degenerate gambler, but I'm pretty good at this, making a few dollars off of football. Okay. So your sunshine, tell me if okay, you got it. Okay. So my sunshine, or God, my sunshine, Jesus Christ, that's going to be a narrative. Your sunshine, yeah, just do Manco Television and IG, and we'll go from there. But everybody, thank you so much. We talked about a few of the topics. We had Ken up here. Ghetto was a good sport, and everything is wonderful. You said switch the bet. This isn't postmark the vote. You can switch. You can switch the bet. You can switch your bet at halftime, but you have to take you got to take the odds that aren't against you. You can't buy a half a point. So when you switch your bet, have a good evening. I appreciate that. You do the same, Gemini. As always, I'm gonna let Mo3 get us up out of here. As always, Or you know what? I'm gonna let me get us up out of here, as always, or not as always, but now. But all right, y'all. I'm gonna look for you tomorrow at 5 o'clock. I'm gonna pull some stuff together, and we will have another great show. To my core supporters, my mods, my subscribers, I really appreciate y'all rocking with me, even though I'm not like the most oh my god type of live, because I am not gonna crash out on this bitch because I've done it plenty of times. I holla at y'all.
2 hook shot and 1 beat. On my bros. On my bros. On my bros.
I'm ready, Maestro.
Oh, mine's in front of me. I broke it out down and I sold it all by the dime piece. I know what I triple, nigga. My pocket kept growing.
See, he's doing too much. He's got to.
Oh, they did give you the wheat bread. Look,
He's got.
that shows.
Hey, hold on, man. What the fuck just happened? What's wrong with this?
He took the white bread and said, that's mine, bro. This shit. I was like, that's part of weed. He said, I smoke weed and eat weed. I was like, oh, okay, no problem. Hey, okay.
Hey.
Explain yourself.
I forgot my wallet, but I got some weed. Right here. Hey.